Welcome to the campus of Lebanon High School. We have some Friday afternoon baseball for you here on Jacket Nation Sports between the Willard Tigers and the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. I'm Alex Boyer. I'll be the play-by-play commentator tonight, and alongside me is Roger Shear. Roger, how's everything going?
It's good. It's a beautiful day for baseball. Are you doing play-by-play, or am I doing play? Who's color commentary? I think for this, it's good. So we're gonna do a mix and match.
Yeah. I mean, whoever wants to talk. Is
this will be a good game. Though we got the Lebanon Yellow Jackets 10-1 for the season, taking on Willard, who is undefeated at 7-0, currently number 4 team in Class 5 for the first polls of the year.
Should be a fun matchup. Obviously, Scott McGee, the head man in charge for the Willard baseball program, has done a phenomenal job over the year leading the Tigers, and should be a fun one between two of the better teams in Southwest Missouri. For Lebanon, it will be the left-handed southpaw, senior Cole Dustin, on the mound, and for Willard, it will be the sophomore Levi Hilton. Let's go ahead and meet tonight's starting lineups for Willard. Hitting leadoff, playing third base, will be Landon Moore. Hitting second will be the aforementioned pitcher, Levi Hilton. Matthew Angel will play shortstop, hitting third. Drew Quinlan will play first, hitting fourth. Hayden Rakestraw will play left field and bat fifth. Hitting sixth for the Tigers will be Cameron Jennings, playing right field. Colin Spearing will be the DH, hitting seventh. Peyton Gayer will be in center field, hitting in eighth. And rounding out the Willard batting lineup will be Cade Hyder, playing second base. And the extra player will be Rowden Lejeune. He will do the catching for Willard today. Let's meet the Lebanon defense. At pitcher, we talked about Cole Dustin already, the left-handed southpaw. Behind the plate will be senior Gavin Smith. At shortstop will be Chance Cromer. Second base, Tony Myers. Third base, the sophomore Cole Milken, with the first baseman being Bronson Rhodes. Javen Wells, Braden Lamontang, and Hoyt Honey will do the outfield from left to right, and the first pitch is taken for a ball low.
Cole Dustin so far this year, 8 innings, only 3 hits, no earned runs, as he has been phenomenal, as has this entire team. You talked about the success of Willard and Scott McGee, but Weatherman coming in last year, phenomenal so far, former state champion winner over in Marionville, and so he has definitely brought a good level of success to Lebanon.
So far, things getting a little bit out of control for Dustin on the mound, falling behind 3-0 to the leadoff man for Willard, Landon Moore, and that one taken right down the middle for a strike.
A little lefty-on-lefty action here with a 3-1 count. Certainly a hitter's count. And that's strike 2. Got a full count for the first hitter.
Not sure who the home plate umpire is tonight, but we know Denver Bates will be manning the field and will be the field umpire. As that one taken a little bit off the plate for ball 4. So a free pass issued for Landon Moore to start the night, and it will be Levi Hilton who will do the pitching for Willard, coming up with a runner on first and nobody out.
Well, for a leadoff hitter, 6 pitches, and no swing of the bat so far. So not bad for a leadoff hitter.
See if Scott McGee wants to get a little crafty on the base paths. We know that's something that Alex Weatherman has really had these guys buy into in his system, being aggressive on the base paths and taking advantage of mistakes by the defense. This one chopped on to third to Milken. He'll flip over to Myers at second, and the throw to first is not in time as it gets past Rhodes, but
it wasn't a double play, but it definitely avoided a advance to second, as that was a good scoop attempt by the first baseman.
5-4 on the fielder's choice put out, and Levi Hilton makes it to first base. Landon Moore out on the base pass, and it brings up the shortstop, Matthew Angel, who hit .316 a year ago with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. Looks like Dustin has settled in a little bit after not being able to find the zone the first 3 pitches of the game. Most of those have been strikes after that.
Yeah, the good thing he's got is a tremendous fielding infield is always going to help in those. As a pickoff to first, as a lefty, he's always going to have the advantage on whoever's on first base.
And now Dustin gets the pickoff move over there to first, and the 1-3
And that's
6 of there on the putout.
exactly as a left-handed pitcher, especially with that level of movement. He certainly got the sign, and they caught him red-handed on that. I think McGee's looking for a balk. He hasn't gotten it yet.
That would have to be the field umpire's call, I believe, with Scott McGee talking to the home plate umpire to see if he can maybe change his mind. But nice job there by Dustin, who did, he did finish his throw to first base. That would be the only issue that I would see. That
it looked like a really good pickoff. Yep, they're calling him.
Now, if Dustin would have held on to the ball, I believe it would have been a balk. You have to finish your throwing motion.
No, it looked good. It was a very deceiving pickoff move. But they're calling it kosher. So we're now 2 down.
And now Angel still up to bat for Willard.
Off-speed pitch, just a little high. 1-0 count. And that one's going to be high and inside for a 2-0 count.
It's been a busy week for the Lebanon High School baseball team. Defeated Parkview on Tuesday afternoon, then traveled all the way to Carl Junction for a road win, and then last night defeated Central 17-2 in Springfield.
17-2, 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
That's right. Gave up a safety though.
There you go. That's a good offensive game. And this one's outside, 3-1 count for Dustin. If there's anybody you want to pitch around against Willard, though, this might be the batter to pitch around.
Drew Quinlan waits on deck as that one is an swing there by Angel, and it's fouled off. Turned out to be a really good day for some high school baseball.
Great game. Great day for baseball, absolutely. And the Lebanon fans, they've showed up, and Willard has showed up as well. They love baseball up there in the Willard area. As this one's going to be fouled off into the parking lot. I was seeing where I was parked. That's always my fear. It hit something. So if you're listening from the stands, you may check to make sure your windshield is intact. Here's the full count. A beautiful
nice
curveball to the second baseman. Routine ground ball, and that'll be out number 3 for the Lebanon Yellow Jackets.
So nothing doing for Willard in the top half of the first. We'll head to the bottom of the first, see if Lebanon can get the sticks going early. It's 0-0 from Molly Scott Field. We'll be back right after this on Jack and Nation Sports.
Hey, let me tell you the secret successful businesses already know. It's all about branding. Get recognized and get results. Results advertising, logos everything you can logo, like apparel, hats, mugs, signs, and banners. Branding your business is what Results Advertising does. Getting your name out there and on anything branding your business. The secret is Results Advertising in Lebanon at resultsadv.com and 417-533-7741.
Back here on Jack and Nation Sports as Lejeune throws it down to second base, and he'll bring up the leadoff hitter, the catchers, Gavin Smith. The rest of the Lebanon lineup will be Cole Milliken batting second, Chance Cromer batting third, Hoyt Honey Braden Lamontagne and Tony Myers will be the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Josh Ziegenbein will hit 7th. Cole Dustin, who had a phenomenal first inning for the Yellow Jackets, will hit 8th. And Bronson Rhodes will play first base, batting 9th. As Smith digs in here against Levi Hilton, the sophomore pitcher, and Smith fouls it back.
Well, I was commenting at commercial break. Levi Hilton, I don't know anything about him other than he's a sophomore, but he looks like a pitcher. He's got a good commanding presence on the mound, and so hopefully we got a good pitching battle here tonight.
Smith coming in hitting .448 with 13 hits and 29 at-bats as that one is swung on and missed there. So Hilton jumps ahead of Smith here. No balls, 2 strikes. And now Smith watches strike 3. A nice late break there from Hilton, and Smith goes down looking in his first at-bat of the afternoon.
Well, as a sophomore pitcher, certainly somebody will hear more about. As Cole Milliken, the number 2 hitter in the lineup. One thing that is interesting about Willard is always you see college prospects. Last year, 6 players going and playing at the next level. Certainly some on this Willard team that will be playing at the collegiate level as well, as this is a fastball just outside 1-0 count.
I believe the third baseman for Willard, Landon Moore, is already a North Ark signee for baseball. So
North Arkansas, okay.
The 1-0 pitch to Milliken is swung on as he swung over the top of that one.
Well, so far for Hilton, hard to have as good of a start so far.
Yeah, he is wheeling and dealing, getting that ball and ready to go. And now that one scrapes the bottom of the plate for ball 2. Bottom of the first inning here, no score between Willard and Lebanon. Here at the beautiful Ole Scott Field on the campus of Lebanon High School.
Great stadium. As this one is going to be a fly ball out to center field, and that is caught by the Willard center fielder for the second out of the inning. I don't think we're going to have a 17-2 game like we did against Carl Junction. I think this game will be hopefully pretty close, and we'll see what happens. Here's Chance Cromer, third batter. We're just looking up his brother playing over at Union University, formerly known Mission University, formerly known as Baptist Bible College. And that one's outside. Oh, okay. Called it a strike.
Did he? Wow. that was in the other batter's box.
That's why I don't do the job.
Sounds good.
I preach on Sundays and leave it at that. And the second pitch,
there you go.
And that's going to be a base hit to right field for Mr. Cromer.
Good swing there by Chance Cromer, who came in hitting .400 and is on first base with a hit.
Now batting field champions, right fielder number 1, Hoyt Honey.
Mr. Hoyt Honey, our cleanup hitter for today.
First hit of the afternoon for both sides. See if Lebanon wants to get aggressive here on the base path, 2 outs. Something that Alex Weatherman has really been known for and something that's really generated this Lebanon offense. And nothing there from Cromer on first as Honey swings at a pitch in the dirt. Cromer gets his lead as Hilton steps on. Now looks into get his sign from the belt.
A lead, but not a commanding lead, as he is not going to go. And a second whiff.
2 off-speed pitches in a row to Hoyt Honey. I'm sure the right fielder wasn't expecting that. 4 hits on the day, I believe, yesterday for Mr. Honey, so he's been seeing the ball well.
0-2 count, certainly a pitcher's count right now. This would be the time to throw something maybe high and outside and see if he chases it. And he's going, and there's going to be he is going to throw it as he gets to second standing. There was a bobble before the throw, and it was not close. As
that right there is why Alex Weatherman loves to run there on the base pass. It takes so many steps in order to be thrown out on the base pass. It's going to take a good pitch from the pitcher, the catcher to make a good throw and to make a good transfer from his glove to his hand.
Well, an interesting observation. I think he had a bigger lead the first pitch where he wasn't running, and Hilton was just not expecting him to run on that, I don't think.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch with 2 outs to Hoyt Honey, and he fouls it back behind the concession stands down the first baseline.
Do they still have the rule that if you get a foul ball, you can take it to the concession stand for a soda? When I played Babe Ruth, I only hit foul balls. I never hit it in play. But I remember kids were chasing those things.
I don't know.
Well, we need to ask about that. 1-2 pitch right here. As Cromer's on second, Honey sees the pitch. It's outside. We're now at a 2-2 count. Catcher thinking about throwing it to second and wisely chooses not to. As Cromer's toying with him a little bit there on second base. He's already gotten 1 stolen base standing.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with Cromer on second base. Here's the payoff pitch from Hilton. It is a ball in the dirt. Nice stop there by Lejeune behind the plate to keep that one in front of him.
Full count. Braden Lamontagne, the number 5 hitter, on deck, hoping that he gets to see Hilton this inning.
Alex Weatherman referred to Braden Lamontagne as one of the best junior prospects in the entire state of Missouri.
Wow,
so
that's a heavy praise.
3-2 pitch is a slider that Honey hits over to left center field, and it is a nice play there by the center fielder, Peyton Gayer.
A little bit of theatrics, but hey, you know what? It looked good.
But that's right where that wind is blowing, so it probably jumped on him a little bit. But Gayer makes the Webb Gym play to end the Lebanon threat there in the bottom of the first inning. We'll head to the second inning. No score from Roy Scott Field. Moving here to the top of the second inning from Roy Scott Field. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left on base for the Yellow Jackets in the bottom half of the first, as Drew Quinlan, the number 4 hitter, will step in for Willard to lead off the top of the second. A little fun first inning there for both teams. You know, Willard got a guy on base and Dustin able to pick him off, and then Cromer get a nice rip down the right center field into the right center field gap with 2 outs, and then kind of thought Honey might have put one into the gap there with 2 outs, but nice play by
If you're
Gayer.
Lebanon, you have to feel very encouraged, as this one's outside. Very encouraged, because Willard has always had a reputation as being one of the top dogs in baseball, and you just showed in the first inning. Not only can you hang with them, but you can scare them, as this pitch from Dustin must have slipped a little bit. And we're now at a 2-0 count.
Milliken coming in a little bit down that third baseline, might be expecting a bunt from Drew Quinlan.
Well, he wasn't bunting that one. And this one is also outside. Drew Quinlan here with this is a throwback to Luis Gonzalez, played for the Arizona Diamondbacks, the 2001 World Series champions. That is what that batting stance is. As this one's outside, he's going to walk on 4 pitches. Either Dustin having some control issues with him, or he simply did not want to face Quinlan. Either one realistic.
For sure. So Hayden Rakestraw, the left fielder, donning the number 10 jersey, will step into the batter's box now for Willard with a runner on first and nobody out. Let's see if Dustin can settle back into things and find the strike zone.
Again, Dustin officially 9 innings of no-run baseball to start the season as a pickoff to first. And he's safe standing. A little upset that maybe he felt he got tripped, but he seems to be over it. As lefty on righty throws, and this one outside for a 1-0 count.
I think if you're Cole right now, you got to focus on the hitter.
Yeah.
And get back to that strike zone a little bit. He's kind of falling to his side and causing that pitch to fall off the side of the zone. As that one is hit deep into left field, and back goes Wells, and it will sail over his head as Hayden Rakestraw, the left fielder for Willard, takes that one to the Lebanon tennis courts, and it's a 2-0 Willard lead in the top of the second.
That one was a no-doubter. Right off the bat, he saw it perfectly.
So a leadoff walk leads to Cole Dustin having to put one back into the zone there, and it's a home run for the Willard left fielder. Nice job there by Rakestraw to get all of that one.
Only the 4th hit against Cole Dustin this year so far. So sometimes as a pitcher, it's not what you give up, it's how you respond to that. And knowing that this Willard lineup from top to bottom, they can hit.
Cameron Jennings, the right fielder, will be the hitter after the home run there from Rakestraw, and it's called strike one as it goes off the inside of Gavin Smith's glove.
And that'll be a ball. High, 1-1 count. As this one is...
It's the same exact pitch that he called the strike on the first pitch of the at-bat.
Willard coming off a 28-10 record last year, certainly looking to be better this year as this pitch is a strike on the corner. And we're now even 2-2.
That one was a little bit outside. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering, are my Oakleys I need to straighten up? That's okay. So here's the payoff pitch by Dustin, and that one hits him.
So another free pass issued by the Yellow Jackets, and especially with 2 strikes there, tough to see.
And you could tell by Dustin's reaction, he was certainly was not looking at that, and he was not thrilled that that one hit him.
Cole Dustin holding his left arm a little bit here, and it will draw a visit from the Lebanon pitching coach, Isaac Arthur. So we'll take a short commercial break while Cole Dustin gets paid a visit by his pitching coach, and we'll be back right after this on Jack Nation Sports.
Losing a loved one is painful, but at Shadle's Colonial Chapel, we make the hard times a little easier to bear. With affordable funeral and cremation services, we offer 2 spacious chapels, a full-service banquet area for families to gather, plus the latest technology for honoring your loved one. Our website has everything you need, from pre-arrangements to flowers, even a place to reminisce. Let us help you remember your loved one. Shadle's Colonial Funeral Chapel, the area's most often selected funeral service.
Isaac Arthur will head back to the dugout as brings in the DH Colin Spearing into the batter's box with a runner on first and nobody out.
Well, I saw what you saw with Dustin. Maybe looked like he held his arm, and of course the last thing you ever want to see from a pitcher is that motion. So this is good that Dustin's in the game, and that's going to be a bunt. That's going to be foul. One thing you got to look at this Willard team, of course, we talk about the success of Weatherman on Lebanon side and then Scott McGee on Willard side. And Scott McGee's been coaching a long time. Of course, we know Chris Horn, over at Hartville. He's now the principal over there. Coached with Scott McGee. As he's bunting again, this is a nice bunt. He's going to advance the runner but be out at second for our first out of the inning.
So sacrifice 1-3 on the putout. Getting word that it's actually Clint Horn.
No, I think it's Chris because he played at, where was it? Was it State Fair he went and played at?
Maybe. I know he's good friends with Stoutland legend Seth Burns,
yeah.
So I don't know if...
Yeah, we do love Seth.
Maybe.
Seth was a first-team All-Stater.
Maybe twice. I think Clint only got it once. Be something to...
We need to look that up. He was, I know Clint, I guess it is Clint Horn, was a front page of the famous Nitwit Ned baseball preview back in the day.
I'm sure he's still got a copy.
This was a bunt attempt. It hit him.
So the second hit batter of the inning. So first and second with one out here as the second baseman, Cade Hyder, will come at the bat.
You would love a nice double play at this point. Nice ground ball. I'm getting text that Clint Horn was Three Rivers, not State Fair.
You've already got the text.
Yeah. I'm way off. And another bunt. Third batter in a row to bunt. This one going behind the catcher for strike one.
I also got a text about from Matt Smith, former Lebanon high school baseball legend, said that they would get a dime for turning foul balls in back in the day.
A dime?
A dime.
A dime? What do you do with that? Goodness gracious.
Well, probably want to.
They'd pay the sales tax on your soda.
Probably want to.
Since we're talking about old baseball memories, that home run to left field that was hit by Willard, the longest home run I've ever seen in this stadium.
Dave Stewart?
Dave Stewart hit a long one, but no. Landon Whithelm.
Dead
Landon
center.
Whithelm hit a baseball out of this field that has not landed yet. He's now, what is he, a school counselor over at the middle school?
Yeah.
Right? Landon Whithelm. That team was fun. 0-2 pitch by Dustin is a ground ball. Could be a double play as
Good
he's
job.
not going to try it, but he did get him out at second.
Probably a good decision there by Cromer not to throw anything away and allow that runner to come home from third and score. Just hold on to it, get your force out, and move on. So runners now on the corners for Willard, first and third with 2 outs. As we've reached the top of the lineup again for Willard, Landon Moore comes up to hit. He got on base by walking his first time up.
And that's going to be a double or a steal to second. Low throw. He is safe. Looked like third. He was thinking about running home and decided against it. Or maybe that was the plan. Make him look at third and then get him to second.
You usually don't see Smith spiking in the ground like that, so I'm sure it's some sort of design play there, but
it's now second and third. Good news is you're 2 outs, so you're not looking for a double play, as this is going to be off speed, low, and a 2-1 count. Cole Dustin would love nothing more than to get out of this inning with only 2 earned runs, especially with the way the Lebanon offense has been. 2 runs can come very quickly.
1-1 pitch, 2 outs. Here's Cole Dustin to Landon Moore as it scoots past Smith. And the runner will come home and score. And now
he's going home again.
After an errant throw, Rhodes not able to pick it up behind the mound. So both runs coming home to score for Willard. And that is very unfortunate for Lebanon.
Sometimes the cardinal rule in defending baseball is you have to pick the ball up before you throw it. I can hear my old baseball coach, Ricky Goss, telling me, pick the ball up and then throw it.
So 2 runs come home to score for Willard and a 4-0 lead for the Tigers.
That one made me flinch. Foul ball back.
I think we're okay.
I forgot we've got a few layers in between us and the home plate.
So Willard getting a 4 spot here in the second inning on just 1 hit.
Well, we knew this wouldn't be a walk in the park for Lebanon, and this one's going to be outside. It's now a full count. If you're Cole Dustin, you want to get out of this inning as quickly as you can, and this could be it right here. As he winds back and throws it, and they're going to call it ball 4.
So second walk of the day for Landon Moore, and now Levi Hilton, the man who has been doing the pitching for Willard, comes up to hit with 2 outs.
Has a little bit of maybe some control issues with so far 2 hit batsmen and 2 walks by Cole Dustin.
See Alex Weatherman kind of start to pace back and forth, not exactly what the doctor ordered for Dustin to be struggling this early in the game, but
well, if you look at a silver lining, he's getting through the inning. As there was no injury when we thought maybe he was holding his arm, as there's a pickoff move to first, and he's safe sliding in. Lebanon known for having some great pitchers over the years. Cole Dustin certainly adding his name to some of those.
That one off the glove of Smith. He's usually been a pretty solid wall behind home plate, but a couple of drop pitches this inning, and obviously the pitch that scooted off his glove and allowed 2 runs to come home and score. 1-1 pitch with 2 outs is another hit by pitch, and Dustin walking off the mound off that one. Not sure if that
might be the day for him, as
He's holding that arm.
Yep. A time has been called. I'm assuming this is probably going to be the end for Cole Dustin's day today after 1 2/3 innings and 4 earned runs.
We'll see who the man, looks like it'll be senior Josh Ziegenbein, gets the call to the bullpen, and Lebanon will have to rely on the relievers today as Dustin's day finishes up with 4 earned runs against him. Just 1 2/3 innings, as we'll take a commercial break and be back after this on Jack Nation Sports. So Alex Weatherman will call on the senior Josh Ziegenbein into relief there as Cole Dustin's day finishes up in just 1 2/3 inning, allowing 4 runs and 3 hits batters and 3 walks.
Ziegenbein's first pitch is a strike. Ziegenbein coming in with a 3.7 earned run average, 12 hits, however, 7 strikeouts, and having an ERA south of 4 so far. He will have that tested against this Willard baseball team.
No doubt. And, we'll see if the Lebanon can get the bats going, as this one is a high pop-up to shallow center field, and on comes Lamontang for the catch, and he ends the Willard rally there, and it's a 4-run inning for the Tigers in the top of the second. They score 4 runs on no hits, and we move to the bottom half of the second inning, just the 1 hit on the 2-run home run.
That was a hit.
That was a hit. We'll move to the bottom of the second inning and be back right after this on Jack Nation Sports.
It's a beautiful morning, Scotty, and we have an early game today.
That injured list, it's getting longer by the minute.
Not to mention, there's apparently a nasty virus sweeping through the locker room.
Yeah, but these players, they're in good hands.
All of them need to feel their best this season, Scotty.
Yes, they do, Jack, because this team is on track to win it all this year.
Every day, Mercy's team is ready to take care of yours, bringing you the care you need now. Find out all the ways to access Mercy at mercynow.net.
Success isn't owned, it's leased. Rent is due every day.
The harder you work, the harder it is to lose. Success, nothing less.
Win the day.
Shine bright on Sunday.
Bring the heat.
Team is everything. Leave it all on the field.
Let's roll.
Missouri Cooperage proudly supports the Lebanon Yellow Jackets.
See if Lebanon can get the bats going here in the bottom of the second inning after 4 runs there in the second for Willard.
The one thing you can have some comfort in, 4 runs, only 1 hit. So a lot of self-inflicted issues so far. And this one's going to be high for ball one.
Braden Lamontagne, the junior center fielder who made the catch there to end the top of the second inning, hitting .290 for Lebanon this year, has 3 doubles and 2 triples to his name. See if he can get something hit here off Levi Hilton.
So 2-0, taking this one yet again high. A lot of Lebanon people here, one of which Dave Plasmeyer, former great head coach. I think you could say arguably the greatest of all time here in Lebanon. Some great teams under Coach Plasmeyer. As here's the 2-0 pitch, and that's a base hit. Oh, no, it was not.
Great play there by the left fielder.
Good step by the left fielder.
Playing it perfectly, but
that looked like a textbook base hit off the bat.
If you're Lebanon, you've had three absolute barrels that have, 2 of them have been caught, and 1 fell down for a hit. So can't be too upset right now if you're looking at the Lebanon offense.
No. And Myers up to bat. You know, I never played past Babe Ruth. And Babe Ruth, if you hit it in the outfield, it was almost guaranteed to be a base hit. These outfielders are a little bit different. Willard and Lebanon both have made some amazing plays. And this one's going to be right down the middle for strike 1.
Good late breaking action right there by Hilton.
Again, Hilton just a sophomore, so a name that we'll probably hear quite a bit from here in Southwest Missouri baseball.
I was talking to Alex Weatherman before the game, and he said Levi Hilton probably the best sophomore in the area for any class. So definitely will be a name to remember over the next couple of seasons.
Well, again, heavy praise. You were talking to Coach Weatherman. He was throwing out compliments by the book. My goodness, what'd you ask him about me? 1-1 count. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a swing and a miss.
So now Myers got to protect here with 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Well, there we go. And here is the pitch, and strike 3.
That was an absolute heater there by Hilton. And
he had some speed to it.
Myers swung late, and to the bench he goes.
And here comes our current pitcher, number 23.
Designated hitter, number 23,
Josh Ziegenbein. Former designated hitter, I would say.
Former designated hitter.
Current relief pitcher. Probably did not expect to be taken over here in the second inning. But now he's got to get his head on straight as he hits against Levi Hilton. And that one's going to be strike 1 on the corner. As righty on righty.
Hilton again from the windup now, and it's a ball there blocked by Lejeune.
You've been to a lot of baseball games home and away. Is it typical for the vehicles to be that close? Do you see that at a lot of stadiums?
No, it feels rather close here, but I was also talking with people, though, and you also don't see this much seating at a high school baseball stadium ever.
Yeah, no, that is
Holy
rare.
Scott is.
We will definitely take it. I will say, I thought I had the best parking spot, and I'm like, man, and I realized that's probably the worst parking spot.
Oh, yeah.
I got full coverage. I'm good.
Oh, I didn't realize your car was parked.
I'm in the worst spot.
You're the first car.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I just got a new windshield. I just spent $400 on a new windshield. Maybe $800 by the end of this game.
Now 3-1 to Josh Ziegenbein as Hilton falling behind here to his counterpart on the mound.
Does Jacket Nation Sports have insurance to cover that?
Sure, we'll get something
we need to
going
get that
for you.
3-1 pitch, and he checks his swing, and they're going to call it ball 4. So good at bat there by Ziegenbein as he takes the walk, and certainly at this point with 2 outs, all you need is a base runner to get the ball rolling for Lebanon.
And you'll get a courtesy running for the pitcher here. And I believe it will be Griffin Jones coming on to run for Ziegenbein.
So now Cole Dustin, the lefty, going to bat with a man on first base. You can do a lot of damage with 2 outs, as Willard just showed. Let's see if Lebanon can emulate that.
So it is Griffin Jones who gets the call to run for Ziegenbein. See if Cole Dustin can make up for a tough start to the game on the mound here with a base hit.
And the righty pitch into the southpaw here. As he winds back, this one's going to be ball outside. Again, beautiful day here at Ole Scott Field. Could not have made it better in terms of weather. The wind not terrible.
Now the wind blowing out to straightaway center.
As the 1-0 pitch is a strike. At the knees of Cole Dustin.
So 1-1 count.
Minimal lead at first base. And he throws back, and he's safe. I think there's something on that ball. It seems like it's been dropped quite a bit.
Go check.
Nah, I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
The 1-1 pitch from Hilton to Dustin upcoming is a ball taken low. Good fastball there by Hilton, but better discipline from Dustin not to swing.
It definitely moves.
See if Jones might be off with the pitch here or get the runner in motion. Jones not going, and it's a ball that's in the dirt. And
he thought about it.
Jones caught up between first and second. We'll head back to
Split
first.
second decision. I think he probably would have made it, but hindsight's 20/20. Good news for Lebanon. It's the hitter's count, 3-1, so you would really like to have first and second right here and maybe put some runs on the board.
Lebanon will play at home on Monday against Hollister before traveling to Camden County on Tuesday to face the Lakers. And now a 3-1 pitch is out of the zone for ball 4, so back-to-back walks for the Yellow Jackets, and they'll have runners on first and second as Bronson Rhodes, the junior first baseman, steps up to the plate. Good at-bats there by Ziegenbein and Dustin to get some base runners on for LHS. And
we got a call or a pitcher's meeting at the mound.
So we'll stick around here, but we'll see what Lebanon can do with 2 outs and Bronson Rhodes coming up to the plate.
Impressive. That 75% of his hits are triples.
Yeah, that's what I.
That guy's
that's what I see. So
Ricky Henderson would be proud.
So Jackets down 4-0 with Bronson Rhodes coming at the bat here, the number 9 hitter for Lebanon, and a chance to get some runs back after a tough second inning there for the Lebanon defense.
We talk about his success with triples. My goodness, how good would a triple be right now for Rhodes, as this is the pitch.
First pitch slider.
Off-speed slider right down, as that's going to be strike 1. His slider has a ton of movement, and his fastball has a ton of speed. Always a good combination for a starting pitcher. This one's going to be strike 2, little inside.
0-2 count upcoming to Rhodes, and now Rhodes is probably confused at the plate, seeing 2 breaking balls back-to-back.
Yeah. Might be a third one here on the pitcher's count. See if he can get him to chase something. As Hilton loads up, throws, and it's strike 3 pass ball. He is going to advance to first, safe.
And
you'll take it.
Wow. So a strikeout wild pitch.
Get on by any means necessary. That will load the bases.
And now Gavin Smith will be the hitter for Lebanon. A big chance here for the all-conference player from a year ago to make some noise. And obviously Gavin Smith, one of the better athletes to come through Lebanon High School in his last year playing baseball. Obviously an all-conference, all-state quarterback for Lebanon as well.
Well, Alex, since we're on the topic of triples, we told you that Rhodes has hit 3 triples. There's only one Lebanon player that has more triples. You want to guess who that is?
I'm going to guess the man at the plate.
It's going to be Gavin Smith with 4 triples. So let's see what he can do here at the plate. He's coming in batting .448, and that's going to be strike 1.
He's a strikeout victim his first time up today, And I'm sure there would be nothing more that Gavin Smith would like to do here than to come through for his team.
448 batting average, 595 on base percentage. I know it's a small sample size. We're early on in the season, but those are phenomenal numbers. You couldn't ask for better from Gavin Smith. And here's the pitch. That's going to be off speed up for ball 2. 2-1 count.
Looks like 1-1.
1-1 count.
So Smith, with his pink bat in his hand, waiting on the 1-1 pitch from Hilton with 2 outs.
And that's going to hit him.
Fastball off the back of Smith, and that will bring in a runner. So
that's a painful RBI, but an RBI you'll take.
By any means necessary. And now a 4-1 game as Lebanon gets their first run home of the afternoon. And now Cole Milliken steps up to the plate, and Milliken
well, he's not much lower than Gavin on the 400 batting average, 477 on base percentage. And
this is a guy that's really came on as a varsity superstar this year for the Yellow Jackets, playing that hot corner position, and somebody that Alex Weatherman has had high praise for, as obviously
he
does for a lot of people.
Here'll be sophomore on sophomore, 2 extra base hits for Milliken so far this season at the hot corner third base. Reminds me of one of my favorite third basemen used to man the hot corner back in softball league, Alex Boyer.
That's right.
You took some mean. I think speaking of Dave Stewart, I think you took a couple of Dave Stewart.
Yeah, I took a Ben Nail one hop.
Oh, the Ben Nail one. So that'll put you on the disabled list. As here's the pitch, fastball, and it's going to be right to the center fielder, an atom ball as they call it.
So, bases are stranded for Lebanon, but they do get 1 run back. We'll head to the top of the 3rd inning. Willard 4, Lebanon 1. We'll be back right after this on Jacket Nation Sports. Back here at Ole Scott Field, the top of the 3rd inning, as Drew Quinlan comes up to hit for Scott McGee and the Willard Tigers. Josh Ziegenbein on for his 2nd inning of work.
Well, not a welcoming party for Ziegenbein as he's facing 3, 4, and 5. The heart of the Willard lineup, but good news for Ziegenbein as that is a called strike, 0-1. Here's 2nd pitch, and it's going to be low as we're now even.
Slider in the dirt there for Ziegenbein. That was scooped up there by Gavin Smith. 4-1 our score. Willard with a 2-run home run in the 2nd inning by Hayden Rakestraw. And now a high pop fly to the left fielder, and that's Cole Dustin who's camped under it for out number 1.
Good contact there by Quinlan, but unfortunately, just like we saw last inning, right in the vicinity of the left fielder.
And up steps the man of the afternoon, Hayden Rakestraw. A 2-run homer over the left field fence his first time up, and now a swing and
looked like he was swinging for his second home run of the afternoon.
That wind still blowing straight away to center field, a little bit to the left field line as well.
One thing about Ziegenbein, clearly does not have the velocity that we've seen from Hilton and Dustin so far, but he's got some movement for kind of a slower pitch.
And Rakestraw waits on that one as he ropes it down the left field line, and Dustin bobbles it a little bit, but will hold him to a single there. So a 2-hit day for the left fielder, Hayden Rakestraw, and he's on base for the second time. Just the second hit of the day for Willard, and just the third hit of the afternoon for either of these ball clubs.
Second hit for Willard, second hit for Rakestraw, as he is now 100% of their hits. Unfortunately, though, still 4 runs for the Willard Tigers.
Rakestraw gets his lead, now heading down to second base without a throw from Smith. And easy stolen base there for Rakestraw.
I'd say the one thing that Ziegenbein excels at, obviously, is off-speed and movement, which is great if you're throwing it to the catcher, but not as great if you've got somebody on first base who's ready to steal. As he takes his foot off the mound, back into it. Runner on second, 1 out. And an 0-1 count.
Cameron Jennings, the man up to bat for Willard, a .361 batting average a year ago, and now he calls for time.
Again, the Willard Tigers 4th ranked in Class 5 so far. It's a long season, but certainly you'd like to see yourself in the top 5 this early on in the year. Lebanon not too far behind, 10-1 and 2-0, as this one's going to hit him, and he will take first base.
Rough day at the office for Jennings, who was hit by the pitch for the second time today.
Rough day at the office for all these players. I feel like we've got a lot of hit batters today.
Bring up the DH, Colin Spearing.
Well, Shane just defied your pronunciation there. Is it Spearing or Spearing?
I don't know.
I think we're correct. Don't tell that to Shane. He can't hear us. Oh, he said he's wrong. Okay. There you go. We got a correction from Shane over here.
First and second. The first pitch of the at-bat to Spearing from Ziegenbein.
Pretty big lead for second.
Cromer trying to get him to come back a little bit.
Certainly going to have a game of cat and mouse here, first and second with 1 out.
Lebanon's got a few ground balls today, so would.
One thing that Scott McGee has not been afraid to do in the past is play with the hit and run, and so we may see some stuff going on this inning. 0-1 count for Ziegenbein as he is going to
fake it back to second base.
Make him slide back in.
Wind blowing hard now to straightaway left field.
Yeah, we've gotten some gusts.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Spearing. It's a high pop fly on the infield. Rhodes calling Ziegenbein off of it and makes the catch. 2 outs.
2 outs, and at this point, if you're Ziegenbein, you cannot worry too much about what's going on at second base. And I think with Cole Dustin, that was unfortunately probably one of the things that got him out of the groove, is focusing so much on the base paths in that situation.
Well, it probably didn't help him that he was able to pick somebody off the first time, and then
that does help.
Probably just
that does help.
Kind of got in his mind that he could do it all the time.
2 outs. Ziegenbein would love nothing more to get out of this inning with no runs, and that one's going to be blocked by the catcher. Ball 1.
So Lebanon's only run of the day came on a hit by pitch to Gavin Smith with the bases loaded that scored a run, and
that's going to be an inning that you look back on and think a lot of different things could have happened there.
Looks like Austin Garrison is getting loose in the Lebanon bullpen down the first base line. Austin Garrison, obviously a unique high school pitcher, being a sidearm type guy. So be.
Is he full? Is he submarine?
No, he's
just sidearm.
Just sidearm. 1-0 pitch to Hyder, or Gayer, sorry, rather, is a strike down the middle.
Man, I made a Luis Gonzalez reference, and now I get to make a Randy Johnson reference with we got a sidearmer coming in.
I'm not sure it's got quite the same velo that
he's probably
the big unit
He's
has.
probably not 6'10" either. And that one's going to be inside for ball 2. 2-1 count. Good control by Ziegenbein. He's been able to get some really good pitches on the corner.
Now Ziegenbein steps back onto the bump, looks into the sign from Smith, and will be ready to deliver here as he steps off now and signaling.
I'm not good at sign language because I don't know what that is.
I think he was trying to figure out what the count was.
Okay.
It's 2 balls, 1 strike.
And another big lead at second as this one's going to be a check swing for strike 2.
Had to be one of the harder pitches that Ziegenbein's thrown today. Straight up in the chin area of Gayer, and he went around.
Now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 men on. And here's the pitch. It's going to be just high, and we're going to have another full count. A lot of full counts so far this game.
And the runners will be off with this pitch on the full count and 2 outs with nowhere to put Gayer besides first. Ziegenbein from the stretch. It's
gonna be
bloop
a
fly ball to center field, and LaMontagne comes sliding on there for a head-first dive. Good play there by the junior center fielder, Braden LaMontagne.
I got to stop calling base hits because they're making some amazing catches out there. I'm just going to stop talking.
Ends the threat for Willard. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Our score is still 4-1. Tigers over the Yellow Jackets. We'll be back right after this on Jacket Nation Sports.
Here at Jonesy's Travel Center, we're more than just a pit stop. We're a destination. Fuel up your car and your appetite with our exclusive offers. Teachers and students, show your student or faculty ID and enjoy a 5-cent discount on gas every day. Hungry? Don't miss out on our mouth-watering daily specials at the restaurant. Need a space to meet? Our meeting room has got you covered. From fueling your car to fueling your day, Jonesy's Travel Center has it all. Come experience it for yourself.
Hey, my name is Roger. I'm the middle school pastor over here at FBC Lebanon. Are you looking for an environment for your middle schooler or high schooler that is both engaging and fun? At Team FBC students, we offer an experience for 6th through 12th grade that is sure to be the highlight of their week. With 2 separate environments for both middle school and high school, students are able to receive a Jesus-centered message that is specifically catered to where they are at in life. So again, we are Team FBC. We're located at 311 North Madison in Lebanon. We're the church with the castle. Our services begin every single Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. and include music from our student-led band, fun games and activities, and a gospel message. We can't wait to see you this week at Wednesday night at Team FBC Students.
Back here at Ole Scott Field, bottom of the 3rd inning underway, and Chance Cromer, the shortstop, will be the leadoff hitter for Lebanon to begin the bottom half of the 3rd.
Chance Cromer coming to this game batting .400 with 5 extra base hits.
Already a single to his name today, and the first pitch is swung on to the and fouled back to the on-deck circle.
You just love the atmosphere here at Ole Scott. And I was just talking to our play-by-play, or our address announcer, Shane Edson, for playing Nickelback for our commercial break. Little rock star by Nickelback. So nothing says baseball like Chad Kroger, right? Can't beat it. 0-1 count here by Levi Hilton as he throws it to Cromer. And this one's going to be fouled off away from my vehicle. There you go. What I like to see. I think I'm going to have your camera guy move it here in a minute.
Only 2 hits on the day for Willard. The only hit of the afternoon for the Yellow Jackets came from the man who's currently at bat, down 0-2.
And here's the 0-2 pitch. It's going to be another foul ball. This one in play, but outside the lines. Is one thing Hilton has done phenomenal so far are 0-2 counts. I think this is probably 3rd, 4th 0-2 count that he's had against Lebanon. And, of course, as a hitter, 0-2 is not where you want to find yourself. as he calls time. Cromer this year coming in 30 at-bats, 12 hits prior to this game, 8 walks, and a .558 on-base percentage. As here's the pitch, it's going to be a base hit.
A little bloop into left field for Cromer, and he's got his second hit of the day and
little Texas leaguer.
The only 2 hits of the day for Lebanon.
Would not be surprised if we see Cromer playing somewhere after his senior season. Here comes number 1. Hoyt Honey, who has been about as good as it gets with a .500 batting average, 17 for 34, 4 doubles, a triple, and only 4 strikeouts. So those odds pretty good here with no outs, and Cromer, one of the better base runners at first base.
A line out to the center fielder his first time up, and it was a diving catch by Gayer that saved a run in the bottom of the first.
Cromer playing with Hilton here a little bit. This is going to be strike 1. Cromer can certainly run.
We'll see how many pitch Weatherman likes to wait on here before he signals.
Well, they picked a good one last at bat. And here's the pitch outside. Cromer staying at first base. It's now even.
One pitch, nobody out. Cromer on first base. Hoyt Honey up to bat, and
good pickoff move by Hilton.
Hilton almost caught Cromer leaning.
And good slide by Cromer. One thing I like about Lebanon, I don't know, how old are these uniforms?
That's a good question.
These are I really like. These are snazzy uniforms.
The pinstripes, gold pinstripes.
It's a good look. Good look by Lebanon. 1-1 count and a second throw over to first base. Again, same results as Cromer is safe. Oh, when I was in high school, I saw Justin Bryant commented he would have been on those teams, the gold. But these certainly do the trick.
Now the 1-1 pitch to Hoyt Honey. It's a foul ball behind us, and Roger, I thought you were going to go run and get that one.
No, after I heard the 10-cent remark, I think I'm just going to let it go.
That's fair.
Now 1-2 count here for Hilton against number 1 Hoyt Honey.
Cromer not going at first base, and it's a fastball just taken outside there by Honey.
That was close. We've seen that pitch called a strike and a ball about 50% each way. As it is a 4-1 ball game. Willard in command so far here in the bottom of the third.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Hoyt Honey, the senior right fielder, up to bat for Lebanon. A chance to do some damage here now. Hilton from the stretch, and it's roped down the first baseline just right outside the bag for another foul ball, and we'll do it again.
Good at bat here for Honey, because what so many Lebanon players have not done is make Hilton throw a handful of pitches.
Yeah, I don't have the number of pitches in front of me, but Hilton probably around 40-odd pitches, I'd say.
You would like for that number to get high and for Willard to get to the bullpen. Still only a 3-run game, so nothing that Lebanon can't get caught up with.
See if Cromer is in motion here on the 2-2 count. Hilton might have thought the same thing as he throws over to first, and third time he's checked over there on Cromer.
Third time, but certainly not as close as the first two, as Cromer did not need to slide to get back.
Now a 2-2 pitch upcoming again to Hoyt Honey.
And Cromer is staying at first. That's going to be a
strike 3 called, but
I don't think the catcher thought he swung. It was a check swing for sure. It looked like he went. It was a
looks like the umpire is whistling for ball 3. And trying to get Honey to come back. I'm
not an umpire, but it looked like he swung on that.
So it'll be a 3-2 count now to Honey. Yeah, he definitely went around, but with first base occupied, he wouldn't have been able to run down to first.
I guess that's true. So what are they saying here? They're going to call him.
They might end up calling batter interference on Honey as he ran down the first baseline. And
my goodness. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
So Denver Bates and Alex Weatherman having a good chat, I'm sure, at the pitcher's mound, and we'll see what the call ends up being. But for now, I believe they either signaled Cromer back to first base or and now they do say that Honey went around, and so Hoyt Honey goes down on a strikeout, 1 out now with Cromer remaining on second base.
So why was he running to first? Did he think that he hit it, or did he just not realize?
That's a good question.
Maybe he made the same error I did, forgetting that first base was occupied on a past third strike.
So bring up the center fielder, Braden Lamontagne, who ended the top of the third inning with a nice little diving web gem for Lebanon, and he takes a slider on the outside corner for strike 1. So 1 out now, Cromer on second. Lamontagne with a line out to the left fielder, his first time up to bat. And it's another breaking ball that breaks at the last possible second. And
it looked like a ball up until the very end, as Hilton certainly got movement on that ball. It's been a common theme so far. Cromer on second base, 1 out. And here's the pitch to the lefty. So he's going to take an extra second. And that one again looked like it started outside and maybe crept inside, but it's going to be a ball.
Good pitch selection by Hilton. He's definitely got these Yellow Jacket hitters off guard with.
I will tell you, I've been guessing in my head, and I've guessed incorrectly on the fastball versus breaking ball. He has done the opposite. So here's the pitch. This one, another breaking ball, and it's going to be hit.
And it is a fair ball, and Cromer will come around third base, and the relay throw home is no throw. And Cromer slides in head first, and a nice poke there down the left field line by Braden Lamontagne, and the Yellow Jackets have cut the deficit to 2.
It looks like there's some miscommunication between Willard. I'm not sure why that was a no throw.
Yeah, the third baseman, I believe that was Landon Moore. He spun the wrong, instead of spinning left, he spun right and was trying to maybe get Lamontagne a run down if he went to try to go to second.
Granted, I think Cromer probably still would have made it, but it certainly would have been a bang-bang play
it would have been close.
At the plate.
Good base running by Chance Cromer, too, nonetheless.
If you're Coach Weatherman, you'll take those breaks. That is something that good teams take advantage of, and we'll see what Lebanon can do with it. As the 10-1 Lebanon Yellow Jackets reduce the deficit 4-2.
Now Myers up. He was a swinging strikeout victim his first time up. Takes ball 1 in the dirt. Now I wouldn't be surprised to see Alex Weatherman get a little bit aggressive here and see if we can send Lamontagne on a.
I think when your starter is out with an inning and 2/3, you got to get creative. As here's the pitch. It's going to be the heater, low for ball 2.
2-0. Myers probably can expect to see some sort of fastball here, I would guess.
No, you say that, it's going to be a curveball.
There you go, yeah. We've had some terrible luck guessing as Scott McGee arises from the Willard dugout and will make his way to the pitcher's mound. We'll take a short commercial break. Be back right after this on Jack and Nation Sports.
Pillar Insurance is your locally owned independent insurance agency, providing business, personal, and farm insurance to the Lebanon community. Call Jason Russell or Gary McClure at 417-532-6050 for your insurance needs. Pillar wishes Lebanon High School athletics good luck this season. Led by licensed family nurse practitioner Jaysha Connor, Ginger Wellness offers a comprehensive range of services to support your health goals. Here at Ginger Wellness, you can experience personalized medical weight loss programs, receive expert health coaching, invigorating vitamin infusions, rejuvenating Botox treatments, or even enjoy a relaxing massage. Call 417-322-6460 To embark on your path to well-being, or visit us at our new location at 1229 Deidre Drive for transformative and holistic approach to health at Ginger Wellness today. Ginger Wellness is a proud sponsor of Jacket Nation Sports and Lebanon High School Athletics.
Back here at Ole Scott Field as Scott McGee decides that he will go to his bullpen. Be number 42, Kalen Adams, on the mound for the Tigers. In the middle of Tony Myers at bat, he decided to pull Levi Hilton, who goes 2 1/3 of an inning.
And to do so in the middle of the at-bat is a little interesting.
Yeah, you got to wonder if something might have been up with Hilton to get pulled in the middle of a batter. But 2-0 nonetheless as Adams works from the stretch, and Myers goes first pitch swinging and fouls it down the right side towards the concession stand. So now a 2-1 count to Tony Myers upcoming with Lamont Tang, who just drove in Chance Cromer for the second run of the afternoon for the Yellow Jackets. 4-2 Willard here. Adams, Lamont Tang on the move. He will go to second base, and the throw is...
He dropped it. He called it an out.
Denver Bates is a...
There's no way they're going to call that an out. He did not keep control of the ball. The ball dropped out as he went to lift the glove.
Great throw, though, from...
It was a great throw and a great scoop. But
Angel, the shortstop, made a good scoop, and we'll see what the call is. But the ball definitely came out of Angel's glove, and no way that could have been on the transfer.
No. He lifted the glove to show that he had possession of the ball.
The problem was that Bates looked away and the ball was rolling on the ground.
Yeah. He lifted the glove to show possession of the ball, and he did not have possession of the ball. I know I'm using football terms here, but...
See if the home plate umpire can't change his mind here as those two converse near the first base bag. Big call.
I think Sparky from the fourth row could have called that out.
After conversing, they're going to give Alex Weatherman the official ruling, and by the look of it, it doesn't look like Denver Bates is changing this call.
It looks like he's trying to compromise here. Maybe, I don't know what he's telling him. I've learned when I fight with my wife, if I use a lot of hand motions, I'm wrong. And so given those hand motions from Denver, I think we're going to see an incorrect call here.
Which is a big call because Lamont Tang will be on second base.
Yeah,
Tony Myers.
He's playing charades right now, and it's not helping it because that was obviously obviously a safe call. I'm afraid for him if he calls this out for the Lebanon crowd. Granted, we do have instant replay up here at Jacket Nation Sports, but I don't think you need instant replay for that.
Man, see if I don't get a text from somebody watching at home.
Listen, this may be my last game for Baby. It's hard to be neutral, for Lebanon, but my goodness, even when you listen to the Cardinals, John Rooney occasionally, or for Denny Matthews and the Royal.
Speaking of which, you went to opening day at Kaufman.
I did go to
yesterday.
opening day. Yeah, it was a good game. Bobby Witt hit a nice double.
This conversation's still continuing, so you might as well just tell everybody about how your day at Kaufman
Yeah, it was fine. It was good. Sat behind home plate.
And looks like they're going to stick with the call at second base, Lamontagne being out. And
Okay. I'm so confused. Oh, no. Okay, I see. They're calling him out. Weatherman is shaking his head. He certainly doesn't agree with it. Neither does this Lebanon crowd, and neither does this Jacket Nation Sports color commentator. And I wasn't looking at Denver's eyes, but I'm assuming when he went to call him out, he looked away, assuming he had the ball, but the ball was never fully in possession.
Now the 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. It's a ball down low to Tony Myers, 3-2.
That was my role in baseball. I was never good at playing baseball, but I was good at arguing.
There you go.
As a full count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be ball 4 low.
It seemed like right away the home plate umpire knew that it was an incorrect call.
He 1,000% he knew it was an incorrect call.
And I don't know what the process is to get that call overturned. I always thought the home plate umpire was the main guy.
I was waiting for Weatherman to throw the red flag.
So a 2-out walk to Tony Myers, and the Jackets could have had runners on first and second with just 1 out, but now they'll have to settle for first base and 2 outs.
And that's a ball. I'll say this about when it comes to umpiring, obviously. It's the job nobody wants. And
Sure.
I will say that even it doesn't matter at what level. It's a job that you're going to take a lot of heat for. You're going to make some right calls. Unfortunately, you're going to make some incorrect calls. And so that is always needs to be said here when we talk about sportsmanship. As a ground ball to short, it's going to get him at second for the 3rd out of the inning.
So Lebanon gets a run back and a hit on the board for their 3rd hit of the afternoon, but still trail 4-2 heading to the top of the 4th from Only Scott Field. We'll be back right after this on Jacket Nation Sports.
Here at Crow Paint and Glass, we have had hometown values and service since 1946. For the highest quality paint, custom framing, glass and screen replacement, wallpaper, and more, come visit us at 390 West Elm Street in Lebanon or give us a call at 417-532-3551. We are a proud sponsor of Lebanon High School athletics. Go Jackets!
This is Steve with Night Auction Service. When things change in life, you have a choice: adapt or get passed by. For Night Auction, that change was going to online auctions. Bid from the convenience of your chair. Marketing is no longer to a couple of counties. It's now nationwide. Crowds are up threefold, equaling better results. Whether buying or selling, check out nightauctionservice.com.
Whether you need a routine maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit, we are available to handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. We continually strive to exceed expectations by ensuring that each client receives the very best service. Call today at 417-532-6239 and go Jackets!
On to the top of the 4th inning, Willard with a 4-2 lead over the Lebanon Yellow Jackets with the leadoff man up to bat, and that will be Cade Hyder.
First pitch, ball low in the dirt for Ziegenbein, who so far has done exactly what you want your reliever to do, and unfortunately in this situation, a long reliever position, as this is the second pitch, ball 2.
Lebanon out hitting Willard 3-2, but it was the 2-run blast by Hayden Rakestraw that did most of the damage for the Willard offense.
It's a good off-speed pitch by Ziegenbein for called strike 1. As the righty pitches to the lefty, it's going to be on the corner for strike 2. Again, beautiful placement by Ziegenbein. Speed, certainly not his forte. Not a lot of velocity on it, but he has been able to kind of Greg Maddux it, put it on the corner and make him swing at it. As it's now a 2-2 pitch for Ziegenbein. He throws it, and it's going to be ball as it gets away from Gavin.
Big 3-2 pitch upcoming to the second baseman, Kate Hyder.
Joined to the booth now by Lebanon High School varsity girls basketball player Morgan Durbin. And here's the pitch, and it's going to be blasted to right field as the right fielder calls off the center fielder, and a nice catch.
Hoyt Honey there. I thought we were going to see a little bit of a collision there between Lamont.
I was afraid we were going to see a collision, yeah. That would not have been good. Thankfully used his turn signal and was able to catch the ball for an important first out. Here comes another southpaw up to bat for the Willard Tigers.
Be the third baseman, Landon Morton, the leadoff hitter for Willard. So back to the top of the lineup for Scott McGee's bunch.
Nice throw by Ziegenbein.
He's done a good job, called into relief. I'm sure he wasn't expecting to get the call as early as he was. But
no, if you're going to get called in the second inning, you do not want it to be against Willard, and yet he has done phenomenal, as this is going to be low for ball one. 1-1 count. As it is a 4-2 game. Willard in command. This is going to be outside for ball 2. 2-1 count. Ziegenbein throwing to the leadoff hitter, and this is going to be foul off to the left side near the bullpen area.
Now a 2-2 pitch up coming to the leadoff man, Landon Moore, who has walked both times up to bat today. And now he pokes one to the left side. Cromer with a backhanded stop, fires it across the diamond of Rhodes, and it's not in time. Oh my! Actually, it was. Okay.
Okay. Well, we got that one back as we got that one back for sure. And if I'm Scott McGee, I'm saying, you know what, we owed you that one. He was safe by about a Freebird guitar solo, and you know what? Nobody's complaining right now.
That was
you took one from us. We take one from you.
The old Mary Kay makeup call of the game. Wow,
man. I love baseball. It's a great sport. Now the 0-1 count. Ziegenbein throws it, and this is an inside pitch.
I mean, I was already writing down infield single in my scorebook.
I
looked up and I just saw
I love Willard and I love Scott McGee because I think he didn't fight. I mean, he saw it and he didn't fight it.
Yeah, Denver Bates must have got the message that he might have.
Yeah, he said he looked at me. He said, "Are we even?" I'm thumbs up in it.
See if Ziegenbein can finish off Levi Hilton. The 0-2 pitch from Zig is a ground ball.
Just foul.
Just foul. There, scooped up by Milliken.
Levi Hilton, who is done on the mound, now his only focus can be the batter's box. Morgan, they got any food over there?
They got any food over there? At the concession stand?
I was trying to give a plug to the concession stand.
Now the 0-2 pitch, foul back. Are you scared on them?
Clearly, we're the two on the microphones here. Nobody else wants to help us. That's okay.
0-2 pitch upcoming again after a tough at-bat here by Levi Hilton.
Four to 2 game. Willard up by 2 runs. Certainly anybody's game at this point. The 0-2 pitch by Ziegenbein is going to be another foul ball back to the vehicles.
Hit something. I thought it was going to land right in that.
Did it hit a vehicle?
No.
Well, I now hear a car alarm.
That's a sound effect there by Shane.
Was that actually a sound effect?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, well, he got me on the sound effect.
0-2 pitch to Hilton. Ball in the dirt.
Listen, when these headphones are on, you don't know what sound is coming from. There's a lot going on up here right now. I promise you, Mike Shannon and John Rooney did not have to worry about this at Busch Stadium.
Well,
who took Mike Shannon's spot over at Cardinal Baseball?
John Rooney.
Well, then who took John Rooney's spot?
That's a good question. Should be Kevin Stubblefield.
I don't disagree with that. Kevin's phenomenal. We love Kevin.
The 2-2 pitch now. Back to Hilton is swung on. And
another foul ball.
We'll do it again.
And this one is going to roll.
Kid just ran in the street.
No car alarm there is going to fool me. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Willard Tigers as Ziegenbein looking for yet another inning of no-run baseball for the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. He has been phenomenal so far. As Ziegenbein gets the signal, and here's the pitch. That one
will stay in play, and Milliken camps under that one. That wind pushing it, though. Nice play by the sophomore third baseman, and we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Score still 4-2 Willard. We'll be back after this on Jack and Nation Sports.
Oh, man. How much was it?
If you're looking for a new home, an investment property, or to explore the area, Century 21 will help you find exactly what you're looking for. Since 1971, Century 21 Real Estate has set the standard in the real estate business. So when it comes to your home, never settle. Move with the relentless agents of the Century 21 brand on your side. Century 21 is a proud sponsor of Jack at Nation Sports and Lebanon High School Athletics.
Do you like comic books, toys, video games, and collectibles? Massey's Comics has what you need. The locally owned comic shop has a wide variety of new and vintage collectibles, with new books coming out every Wednesday. Massey's Comics is located at 727 South Jefferson Avenue in the King Cash Savers Shopping Center. For more information, check them out on Facebook and Instagram at Massey's Comics.
Senior Cole Dustin steps into the batter's box as he fouls that one off the third base side. And 0-1 pitch as Kalen Adams back on to work for Willard.
Had a good inning of relief last inning for the starter, Levi Hilton. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a check swing for strike 2. That would have been ball 1.
Would have liked to see the appeal down to first base to see if Denver was.
At this point, who knows?
Might have called him out.
It might have called strike 6. And that one's going to be low for ball 1. Now a 1-2 count.
Bottom of the 4th inning from Ole Scott Field. Willard hanging on to a 4-2 lead. The Tigers trying to remain perfect with a 7-0 record. Lebanon 10-1 with an 8-game win streak on the line.
As Cole Dustin coming in with only 2 strikeouts on the season so far, so he has done a good job getting on base and putting the ball in play. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's going to be a base hit past the shortstop and a nice leadoff hit as the Jackets now have something going with 1 on and no outs.
Good discipline there from Dustin.
Good at bat. Pitcher's count.
Got behind and stayed with it and looped one right over the shortstop's head.
So
4th hit of the day for Lebanon.
Rhodes has a good opportunity. Again, probably the most shocking high school baseball statistic ever. He's batting, he's batting 200 with a 1532 OPS.
Yeah, 3 triples too.
3 triples in 4 hits. That's 1532 OPS and a 200 batting average is pretty crazy. But it tells you that he loves extra base hits. So we would take one of those right now. Here's the pitch, and swing and a miss.
He's trying to take that one to the tennis courts as he swung over the top of that slider. Gavin Smith waits on deck for LHS, and Cole Dustin leaning towards second base there as Adams almost picked him off.
A little bit of a slow motion slide there for Cole Dustin.
Good to see Cole Dustin get on base for the second time, though, after a tough outing on the mound.
Absolutely. As he's hopping, he is running. Here's the throw, and perfect throw.
He got under it.
But he got under the throw as Willard disagrees with it. Of course they do.
I think that one was a good call by Denver. I know the bias is obviously there, but
I've got the poll in front of me, so I didn't get a good look at it. The throw could not have been better. I'll say that.
Yeah, Dustin, the throw beat Dustin, but I believe Dustin got under the tag. And you're not going to – yeah, Scott McGee is probably not saying –
Scott McGee said, hey, we already gave you your bad call. You don't get to do it again. But I agree with you from where I'm standing. It does look like he was under the tag.
I'm trying to hear what Mr. Stubblefield has to say about the
Kevin's
call.
speechless over there. I'm with you. There's been a few times where I don't know what's going on. I just kind of listen to Kevin. He's done this since we've been in the womb. So it's now the 1-1 pitch and a runner at second. Great opportunity here for Rhodes. And that one's going to be outside for ball 2. Dustin teasing the pitcher at second base. He would love nothing more than an inerrant throw. And that's going to be strike two. He thought about it at home plate, calling it a ball, but ended up giving it the strike 2 signal.
So Cole Dustin on second base. The junior first baseman Bronson Rhodes up to bat in a big situation. The 2-2 pitch from Adams is swung on by Rhodes and missed, and the strikeout will allow Dustin to get down to third base, and nice play there by Lejeune to
a strikeout, but not a bad at bat to get him on third base. At this point, you've got one out,
and you got statistically the man you want up to bat in this situation.
Absolutely, Gavin Smith has certainly been the guy. If it was any other batter, you might look at a bunt situation, but certainly in this case, they will be swinging.
So now a runner on third, one out. Smith watches a ball in the dirt. Lejeune has been a key component to this Willard lead, though, with his defense behind the plate. He's made some good throws down to second base, caught one runner stealing, and then could have had a second there if the shortstop didn't miss the tag. Smith pops this one up into right field, and it will get caught by the right fielder. And here's the throw home into the stands. And
man,
don't know.
He's squatting as if
that throw went off the.
It might be at Willard.
People were scared for their lives.
Man. And the Jackets are pumped up. I've been to a lot of baseball games. A lot of baseball games here at Ole Scott over a span of 30 years. I've never seen an outfielder almost hit somebody.
I've never seen somebody make Rick Ankiel's arm look weak.
Exactly right. That takes me back to the 99 against the Braves.
Although the Rick Ankiel I'm referring to, those like.
You're thinking of Chuck Knobloch.
Yeah.
When Chuck Knobloch hit Keith Olbermann's mom from like the fourth row.
2 outs now for the Jackets. Nice play, though, by the right fielder to at least
catch it,
to secure the out.
And this one's going to be a pop out to left field.
But the Jackets get a run as Cole Milliken is retired. They trail by 1, 4-3. We go to the top half of the 5th inning. We'll be back with more from Ole Scott Field right after this.
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, but they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
Garner and Smith Insurance in Lebanon wants you to know that they're your local source for all your insurance needs and available in person, by phone, or virtually to answer any health insurance questions. Call today to schedule a free, no-obligation benefit review at 417-532-9491. Now's the right time to evaluate your current coverage and strengthen it. Make sure that you have the plan you need with the benefits you really want. Garner and Smith Insurance, across the street from Lebanon High School, supporting the Yellow Jackets and the community since 1976.
Matthew Angel will lead things off for Willard as Josh Ziegenbein on for another inning of work for Lebanon. Willard leading 4-3 in the top of the 5th inning.
The entertainment value of this game, Mr. Boyer, so far, you should be charging a subscription for Jacket Nation Sports, as this one's going to be ball 2. We've seen a couple of questionable calls. We've seen a right field throw. We've seen all kinds of fun stuff. We've seen a home run, a couple good stolen bases.
A lot of hit by pitches, too.
And a lot of hit by pitches for dessert. And there's strike one. Ziegenbein again, painting the corners. He's been doing that since he came in for Cole Dustin with an inning and 2/3 under Dustin's belt as he was taken out early. Here's the 2-1 pitch outside, 3-1.
Lebanon has scored a run in each of the last 3 innings to try to mount this comeback, with Willard putting that 4 spot on the scoreboard in the top of the 2nd. It's been a fun game between two of the best teams in Southwest Missouri.
It has. Everybody has gotten their membership, it's been equal for the price. As this one's going to be strike 2 and another full count for Willard. Ziegenbein so far has had the advantage on full counts as he has been phenomenal with control.
Angel guy you don't want to put on base.
And here's the full count pitch. It's going to be hit to center field.
Lamontagne takes a step in and now trails all the way back to nearly the center field fence, but makes the grab and retires Angel for out number 1.
Well, for your center fielder, the one thing you need is range.
Yeah.
And something Lamontagne has in center field is plenty of range, and it's why Coach Weatherman is so optimistic, still getting him for this season and then next season.
Drew Quinlan will be the Tiger up to bat now with 1 out in the top of the 5th.
3, 4, and 5 coming up for Willard, so certainly an area that you need to be concerned about, as this is going to be a ball past Gavin Smith. It's the 1-0 count for Ziegenbein. And that looks good. Strike 1. 1-1 count. Going to the Missouri State realm, how's Mr. Stewart playing, representing the Lebanon Yellow Jackets?
Oh, I knew he was tearing it up in non-conference play. I haven't seen much of updates since Missouri Valley Conference play started about a week ago.
Good offseason from what I hear.
Yeah.
Certainly one we hope will be on a 25-man roster someday in the Major League Baseball. He has been phenomenal for the Missouri State Bears as a 2-1 count. And this one is jacked to left field.
Up high into the – wow. Up into the air that was, and Cole Dustin makes a catch at the fence. And
well, I'm not sure if there's an official warning track out there at Ole Scott Field, but that was as warning track as it gets. That was probably a good wind gust away from being a home run, but nonetheless, it's as good as an out, as it is now 2 outs. Nobody on. Good opportunity here for Ziegenbein to get out of this inning with Willard only up by 1, 4-3 here in the top of the 5th inning.
First pitch swinging is Rakestraw, and look who's playing it perfectly. It's the center fielder, Braden Lamontagne, and 3 up, 3 down for Willard. Lebanon has a chance to tie or take the lead heading into the bottom of the 5th. You're watching Jack and Nation Sports on YouTube. The junior shortstop, Chance Cromer, will lead things off for LHS as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning here with Willard clinging on to a 4-3 lead. Kalen Adams back on for another inning of work for Scott McGee's ball club. First pitch is a slider that just missed off the outside corner. Most of this Yellow Jacket offenses came from the man at bat, Chance Cromer, 2 hits with a run scored in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Again, the Jackets on an 8-game win streak would love nothing more than to make this a 9-game win streak after a great win against Central, 17-2, and then beating Carl Junction on Wednesday, 11-1. A feather in the cap, a victory against Willard. It doesn't get much better than that here in regular season play.
Cromer up on the count 2-0 as the pitch from Adams is a strike called by the home plate umpire.
Again, good relief action from Willard and Lebanon to have both relievers come in and be perfect so far, as this one's going to be a ground ball to second base, perfectly fielded and perfectly thrown for out number 1. Again, Cromer, good contact on the ball. He has had a great game, and that makes him now 2 for 3, I believe. Leading up to Hoyt Honey. Again, coming in with a .500 batting average and a .575 on-base percentage. He has been scorching red hot to start the season, but unfortunately has not been there yet today.
Had a strikeout his last time up, and that fastball paints the inside corner for strike number 1. 4 hits for Lebanon on the day, just 3 for the Willard Tigers, but we mentioned it quite a few times. The 2-run home run in the 2nd inning kind of gave them the momentum whenever Cole Dustin started to struggle a little bit, and some more walks and free base runners for the Tigers allowed them to put up a crooked number there in the top of the second.
Cole Dustin's been phenomenal this year, coming in with no earned runs, so we'll certainly see him bounce back, I think, in a good way, as this one's going to be a huge swing and a miss. Hoyt Honey looking to smash the cover of that ball. Unfortunately, he got nothing but air. It's now 1-2.
A high fastball for Honey, and that's what he likes to hit, but that one a little bit too high there for Hoyt.
As pitchers count. Righty throwing to righty. Here it comes, and it's going to be close, but they're going to call it ball 2.
So Honey now with a 2-ball, 2-strike count, nobody on after a ground out from Chance Cromer to begin the bottom half of this inning.
Willard only a 1-run lead, which has certainly been separated from when it was 4-0. Here's the pitch. And he threw everything he had on that, but unfortunately for ball 3 for Willard. Again, we start out 4-0. We didn't know if this game was maybe beginning to get out of hand, especially with Cole coming out as the starting pitcher. But Lebanon has really bounced back, looking phenomenal since that dreadful second inning. Here's the full count pitch, and it's going to be ball 4.
And Cameron Jennings getting some work in the Willard bullpen to our right, and we'll see how fast Scott McGee wants him to start getting loose with a 1-out walk issue to the senior right fielder, Hoyt Honey.
Here comes the junior Lamontagne, coming in with a .290 batting average, 31 at-bats, 3 doubles, 2 triples.
He's poked 2 balls to left field today. One was caught on a line, and the other one blooped down for an RBI single. So we'll see if Scott McGee maybe shifts him more towards that left field line.
And this is going to be an outside pitch. Good contact so far for Lamontagne. And, of course, with the last batter walking, you wouldn't mind a second walk at this point, with Willard having some in the bullpen. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be inside and a pass ball.
Allows Honey a free second base.
Well, now a base hit potentially ties this up. Good position here for the Lebanon Yellow Jacket offense. It's Coach Weatherman getting into it, telling his players, let's hear you.
See if Lamontagne can't find a gap somewhere as the center fielder shaded over towards the left side along with the left fielder. Here's Kalen Adams' 2-0 pitch, and it's a line drive over the shortstop's head, and Hoyt Honey being sent home from left field, and he bobbles it, and Honey will come around to score, and a huge RBI single by Braden Lamontagne ties the game at 4-4.
Huge single and a huge momentum and a huge ovation here by the Lebanon Yellow Jacket crowd as they were into that, and that base hit almost identical to his last base hit. So, as it was just over the shortstop's head. We are now a tie ball game. That's exactly what Lebanon needed here, and they're not done. Only 1 out, and now a runner at first base.
And I can't tell. I think that's number 8, Chance Cromer, now throwing in the Lebanon bullpen. So that'd be an interesting move for the Yellow Jackets if they decide to go that route. But nonetheless, it's the end of the day for Kalen Adams as Scott McGee will bring in the right-hander Cameron Jennings, I believe, and we have a 4-4 game from Ole Scott Field. We'll take a commercial break and be back with more. It's a tied ball game. You're watching Jacket Nation Sports on YouTube.
At Heritage
Hey, let me tell you the secret successful businesses already know. It's all about branding. Get recognized and get results. Results advertising, Logo's everything you can logo, like apparel, hats, mugs, signs, and banners. Branding your business is what Results Advertising does. Getting your name out there and on anything branding your business. The secret is Results Advertising in Lebanon at resultsadv.com and 417-533-7741.
One more warm-up pitch for Cameron Jennings, the tall right-handed pitcher, comes out of the Willard bullpen as Lebanon with 4 runs, 1 run each in the last 4 innings, and still a chance to do some more damage here as Lamont Tang will end Kalen Adams' day, and Tony Myers will come up to face Jennings for the first time this afternoon in the bottom of the 5th inning. Willard with just 2 hits, both by the left fielder Hayden Rakestraw. Lebanon with 5 hits, 2 from Lamont Tang, 2 by Chance Cromer, and 1 by the senior Cole Dustin.
Well, as we told you, Willard coming in 7-0 and number 4 in Class 5 for the entire state of Missouri. So for Lebanon to be tied at this point of the game, it's a huge thing for them, as this one sounded like maybe it was a foul tipped, but strike 1 nonetheless.
Myers, donning the number 18, will step into the right-handed batter's box and look to move Lamont Tang over any way that he can. And it's another fastball blown past Myers for strike number 2.
I'm telling you, these Willard pitchers all are just, they have good pitching presence on the mound. That's always been the case for Willard. As we said, 6 college players last year.
Jennings 0-2 delivery, and Myers gets hit on the hand, and that's always a scary thing to see. And
as going to check on him, certainly with the velocity of that pitch as well.
Looks like they might have called it a foul ball.
I guess a foul ball off of the hand.
Wow.
But I guess it hit the bat as well.
Tough
so not
break
only
there.
do you hurt your hand in that situation, but you unfortunately have to step back into the batter's box as opposed to make it to first base.
It's been three inside fastballs delivered to Myers. That one got away from Jennings, though. Now the 0-2 pitch, and the throw down to second base is in time as Lamont Tang is caught stealing for the second time today. Great throw by Lejeune, who had a quick release. And
it was a good jump by Lamont Tang. Unfortunately, that was a perfect throw, perfect execution, and a perfect tag. So
nice throw by Lejeune. Good tag there by the shortstop, Matthew Angel. And
that gives
now
us
there's
2
2
outs. There's a 1-2 count. Thankfully, it wasn't a strike him out, throw him out, as that was just outside. Here's the next pitch, and swing and a miss for strike 3 and our 3rd out of the inning.
So Lebanon gets 1 back, ties the game with 1 hit by Braden Lamont Tang in the left field, and we will move to the top of the 6th inning. It's 4-4 between Lebanon and Willard. You're watching Jacket Nation Sports on YouTube.
Hey, let me tell you the secret successful businesses already know. It's all about branding. Get recognized and get results. Results Advertising logo's everything you can logo, like apparel, hats, mugs, signs, and banners. Branding your business is what Results Advertising does. Getting your name out there and on anything branding your business. The secret is Results Advertising in Lebanon at resultsadv.com and 417-533-7741.
Losing a loved one is painful, but at Shadle's Colonial Chapel, we make the hard times a little easier to bear. With affordable funeral and cremation services, we offer 2 spacious chapels, a full-service banquet area for families to gather, plus the latest technology for honoring your loved one. Our website has everything you need, from pre-arrangements to flowers, even a place to reminisce. Let us help you remember your loved one. Shadle's Colonial Funeral Chapel, the area's most often selected funeral service.
Starting the top of the 6th inning here will be the new pitcher, Cameron Jennings, who will step up to bat. Jennings with 2 hit-by pitches so far today. Hit .361 a year ago. We'll see if he can do anything against the counterpart, Ziegenbein, who has been a force to be reckoned with on the mound today for LHS. Pretty much the sole reason why Lebanon was able to stay in this game after giving up 4 in the second.
Absolutely. As this one's going to be fouled off. Certainly a few players for Lebanon. Cromer, Lamontagne, and Ziegenbein have been 3 that have really been able to spearhead this Lebanon team into a 4-4 tie. And again, after that second inning with Willard and the multiple hit batsmen, we didn't know where this game was turning to. As here's the, speaking of the devil, there's the hit right there. Hit by pitch.
The 3rd hit by pitch for Cameron Jennings today. And
he's going to need an ice bath after this game.
I mean, that's a free runner put on base for the Willard Tigers, and it will bring in the DH, Colin Spearing.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 11, Colin Spearing.
Spearing already has 1 sacrifice bunt today. We'll see if Scott McGee calls upon his DH to do it again here with a runner on first base. And it's a slider in the dirt by Ziegenbein, blocked by Smith.
Showing bunt by Willard there is, again, at first base, a commanding lead. Might not be a bad idea for Ziegenbein to keep him honest over there.
A 1-0 count upcoming to Spearing, the DH. Jennings over there on first base, and
again, he's got a commanding lead. He's
got a 3-step lead.
He is tempting him to throw over, but we're not going to see it. There's the bunt. It's a good one. Ziegenbein fields it, throws it over to first base, and that will be a good sacrifice bunt by Willard.
So 1-3 on the sacrifice there, and good job by Ziegenbein to take his time throwing it to second base, or first base rather, not worrying about that runner heading to second, just getting the for sure out and making a good throw over there to Rhodes as Peyton Gayer, the center fielder, will come up to hit for the Tigers. See if he can do anything here with a runner in scoring position. Willard with just the 2 hits by Rakestraw. That's the only sort of offense that they've had besides the free runners, and another hit by pitch. His second time that he's been hit by a pitch today.
Lebanon is objecting to that, as they should, as not only was there no attempt to get out of the way, I would say he leaned into that a little bit, certainly taking first base with pleasure on that. I don't know what the high school rule book is, but I know at the college level there has to be an attempt to get out of the way. You can't just lean into a pitch like that.
So first and second now, 1 out.
As we may be approaching Class 5 record for most hit batsmen in a high school baseball game. I don't know. I lost count at 6.
Also approaching 2 hours of game time here, almost 6:30.
I'm working time and a half at this point.
There you go.
4-4 game. Listen, it is has been good as advertised. Nobody has left early for this game, as it will certainly come down to the wire.
Also, don't forget that the Yellow Jackets will be in town on Monday to face the Hollister Tigers before traveling up North 5 to Camden County to face the Lakers on Tuesday afternoon. So should be some good baseball coming up for Lebanon, as this one has been also. First pitch fastball inside, call the strike there on the second baseman, Cade Hyder. Actually, there's a pinch hitter here.
You have the Willard roster, so I'm going to rely on you for that one. Here's another. My goodness, it was a curveball. That looked like a 12-6 curveball.
This one's Caleb Hyder. So
Hyder's on. Looked like a slow sweeping curveball by Ziegenbein. Again, he is not going to get triple digits on the radar. In fact, on the contrary, you could say his velocity is very low, but it has been very, very effective.
Sometimes all you need at the high school level is to just throw.
Well, like I said,
strikes.
Greg Maddox.
Yeah.
Greg Maddox never threw faster than 88 miles an hour, and he was one of the greatest pitchers of all time.
If you can locate at the high school level, you'll be successful.
Especially, at the high school level. First and second, one out for the Willard Tigers as Ziegenbein calls time. Now, I think everybody likes to talk about speed, but it can be very fast and very straight, and they can hit those a long way. As this one is another breaking ball and a swing and a miss, 2 outs.
First strikeout of the day for the Willard Tigers.
As shaking his head going back to the dugout wondering, what in the world do we need to do to hit the off-speed pitch right now?
But I'm going to guess if you're a Willard fan, there's not a man that you'd rather have up in this situation than your leadoff man, third baseman Landon Moore. The left-handed hitter will come up to bat. 2 walks on the day for Moore and a ground out to the second baseman, or third baseman rather.
Landon certainly a 5-tool player for the Willard Tigers, as here's the pitch. It's inside for ball 1.
Nice job there by Smith to keep that ball in front of him, any means necessary. Runners on first and second for Willard.
Like we said, this game's had a little bit of everything. A couple questionable calls, a couple of fun throws, and
a home run, too.
A nice home run to throw in there. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be blasted. And
Honey came in on it and is at the wall and makes a catch up against the fence.
Awesome. What a play there by the right fielder, as this one is going to the bottom of the 6th inning.
I'll tell you what, Roger, the wind is blowing dead straight to left field. If that wind is blowing any sort of way towards right field, that ball is on the softball field. That was a barreled up pitch by Moore, but nonetheless it's an out, so that's what matters.
From our perspective, that looked like it was going 400 feet, but thankfully that worked out in Lebanon's favor, and we still have a ball game.
Heading to the bottom of the 6th, we will have a tie ball game here at Ole Scott Field, 4-4 when we return. Bottom of the 6th inning, Lebanon has scored a run in each of the past 4 innings. We'll see if they can do so here as the man of the game, Josh Ziegenbein.
We can just refer to him as the man. He has been killing it, and this one's inside. We were just talking to Coach Toombs. He has earned the Cy Young of the day as he has come in relief, and he has been phenomenal. We were concerned after an inning and 2/3 of Cole Dustin, who's been a phenomenal pitcher for the Yellow Jackets, but unfortunately had some control issues early on. As here's the 1-0 pitch to Ziegenbein. It's going to be outside on the other side.
2-0.
But Ziegenbein has come in, and again, a long relief position. You don't want to have to come in and pitch 5+ innings, but he has done well. And here's the 3rd pitch. That one's going to be a strike. A little bit of a buffer for the home plate umpire.
So a 2-1 pitch to Josh Ziegenbein, upcoming from Cameron Jennings, who came into relief last inning. It's a fastball inside.
Strike 2. That was close. I don't think Josh liked it. Nonetheless, it's 2-2. That's the face he's going to make during graduation when he realizes he's going to be the last one. Ziegenbein, 2-2 pitch. And curveball up. Certainly some off speed there. That's the one thing that Willard has shown. They've had a lot of good velocity, but then to sprinkle in some off speed to keep him guessing. Here's the full count pitch to Ziegenbein, and he fouls
Spoiled.
off.
Nice job there by Josh.
It was a great pitch. He was certainly looking for the strikeout.
You could tell Ziegenbein was not looking for the off-speed pitch there on that 2-2. On the 2-2 pitch as his knees kind of buckled, but it was a little bit high.
He did what he needed to do. Keep the at-bat alive and add in another pitch. Lebanon's had some good at-bats so far this game. 3-2 count. And here's the throw. It's going to be another foul ball.
Good at-bat here by Ziegenbein, staying alive with nobody on. First batter of the bottom of the 6th inning. 4-4 between two of the
powerhouses
in Southwest Missouri.
Every dollar spent to get into this game has been worth it. Here's the 3-2 pitch again. It's going to be inside. Great at bat for Ziegenbein as he saw
that was quite the bat flip.
8
for the
pitches, and he flipped that one similar to where the right fielder threw the baseball, I think, which was about the 3rd row of the Ole Scott Field stands.
I wish I had a fan cam, just everyone's reaction of that ball flying in there.
I wish we had. I've been telling Coach Christian needs to get a board out here. We can do instant replay because that would have been worth it.
Griffin Jones will come on to pinch run for Ziegenbein as the senior left-handed hitter Cole Dustin will be the man up to bat for Lebanon.
Again, Cole Dustin came in with great pitching numbers and arguably even better hitting numbers, being just south of the 500 mark, as it's going to be lefty on righty. And here's the pitch. It's going to be fouled back to the vehicles. But I heard the beautiful sound of baseball hitting asphalt, which is what you want to hear here at Ole Scott.
And I saw that Bronson Rhodes just got replaced there by Isaac Hillhouse on the on-deck circle, so we will have a pinch hitter. Pinch hitter for Bronson Rhodes after Dustin's at-bat. Runner on first, 0-1 pitch from Jennings to Dustin is swung on and fouled to the on-deck circle. So 0-2, Dustin has to protect here. 5 hits on the day for Lebanon, Cole Dustin being one of those hits.
0-2, pitcher's count. Let's see if he gives them something to chase.
Jones gets a small lead from first.
And that one's going to be inside as the runner advances. He's going to be safe standing.
Great read there by Griffin Jones, who...
That's the second. Who's the catcher for Willard? What's his name?
Rowden Lejeune.
Lejeune trusts his arm because that's the second pass ball that they've attempted to throw to second, and both times safe standing. The first one from Cromer. As the 1-2 count. And outside.
Oh. See if Dustin can't put something on the right side of the field and move Griffin over to third. A 2-2 pitch about to be upcoming from Cameron Jennings. The tall right-handed pitcher delivers one to Dustin, and it's another fastball low.
He's thrown a lot of pitches this inning, as this is another full count. He threw 8 pitches to Ziegenbein. And this one looking at pitch number 6.
Nobody warming up in either bullpen.
4-4 game. Here we are in the the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch, fouled back. So we will see pitch number 7. That's 15 pitches total between him and Ziegenbein. As some Lebanon fans here probably wondering, are we going to get extra baseball today? Maybe some extra innings? The way this game has been, I would not complain.
Here's the full count pitch from Jennings as he delivers it from the stretch, and it's a pop fly. The center fielder on to make the play. No, it'll be the left fielder who finally calls everybody off there.
Everybody on the Willard field was, I think even the bench coach was going to catch that ball. Nonetheless, a routine fly ball. Made it look not so routine as there's hats all over the outfield.
Hayden Rakestraw there on the putout. So here comes Isaac Hillhouse, the junior right-handed hitter, to replace Bronson Rhodes. We'll probably see Rhodes still on defense, but Weatherman must like something here. Maybe Hillhouse hits the harder velocity better than Rhodes does. Good at bat by Cole Dustin, but can't move that runner over from second base.
Hillhouse coming in, batting .333, 3 at-bats, 1 hit. So very limited numbers, but just shows that he does have a base hit so far this season. As the wind is calming just a little bit, and Willard calls time. Again, going back to that last inning we were talking, Alex, that was a no-doubt home run until it got to the outfield for Willard. So very grateful on that. As this one, a little awkward swing by Hillhouse as it was up, but it's strike one nonetheless.
Jones on second base replacing Josh Ziegenbein, who led off the inning with a walk. And then on a pass ball, got to second base. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hillhouse waiting patiently. It's a fastball that Hillhouse had to jump out of the way of for ball 1.
Showing that if you're hit by a ball, you have the opportunity to get out of the way, which we have not seen in all of the hit by pitches this game.
Big moment here for the junior. It is a poke down the right field line that is caught by the first baseman in foul territory, and Jones will stay put at second base. So a big pitch there by Jennings, and a big out there for Willard.
You could tell Hillhouse the second he hit it was not pleased that he made the contact that he did, but nonetheless, we're now 2 outs. Here comes the catcher, Gavin Smith, again coming in with just an otherworldly OPS, batting nearly 500 so far in this young season.
These are the moments that Smith strives in. Lebanon has tallied a run in each of the last 4 innings, looking to make it 5 straight here with a runner on second base and 2 outs. The first pitch to Smith is swung on to center field. Back goes the center fielder. He will make the catch, and we will head to the top of the 7th with a tied ball game. Lebanon can't get a runner home from second with nobody out, and we will move to the 7th with a tied game. We'll be back after this on Jack and Nation Sports.
Are we back on? Okay. Well, my partner Alex Boyer had to use the restroom. Thankfully, I'm still here. So here's the one pitch as he calls that one a strike. Again, 4-4. We are tied up here in the top of the 7th as the Willard offense coming up to bat. Ziegenbein still on the mound for the Lebanon Yellow Jackets as he has been nearly flawless so far. And here's the pitch, and that's going to be strike 2. Willard a little disagreeable on that, but nonetheless it is 1-2. As again, we've seen a phenomenal game. Cole Dustin in the second inning lost a little bit of control, averaging 4 runs in that inning. But so far, with Ziegenbein's help and a little help from the Lebanon offense, we have a tie game here in the top of the 7th inning. That ball certainly high, 2-2. At this point, Ziegenbein going for the payoff pitch, and it is high, and yet another full count. 3-2 count. And here's the pitch by Ziegenbein. It's going to be hit to left field. This one far back and not going to get it. That one will be the second home run of the evening for the Willard Tigers. Or it stayed in the yard. Okay.
Wow. Leadoff double for Willard, but
I don't know where that landed.
I think it might have hit off the top of the fence.
It looks like he didn't get a grab on it. He was jumping to see, maybe try to rob it, but the ball dropped. And thankfully for the Yellow Jackets, so what looked like another potential home run out of the park is only a double, granted a leadoff double. And so Willard now going to look to advance that runner to home and hopefully not take this game into extra innings.
As it looks like Matthew Angel is going to switch. I believe he's been hitting from the right side from what I can remember, and he just tried to step into the left-handed batter's box there. Maybe Alex Weatherman noticed that as well.
I've always been fascinated by switch hitters. Have you tried to hit from the opposite side? It's incredible. I don't know how they do it.
It's just a random.
It's like watching somebody on a unicycle. Like how are you able to do that?
It's a good question. Getting word that Levi Collins claims he was a switch hitter.
Is that your camera? Is
yeah.
Your name? I didn't know his name was Levi. Nice to meet you, Levi. My name is Roger.
So runner on second base as Weatherman's still conversing with his team there on the mound. A big situation upcoming for Lebanon.
Absolutely. And my goodness, how good would it be to not let that runner on second come home and to be able to get to the bottom of the 7th with an opportunity to walk it off?
That would be ideal.
But if you're Willard, you're probably pretty confident that you're going to be able to get him home. We'll see what happens.
The shortstop Angel standing on the left side, 316 a year ago.
And he's going for the bunt.
Fastball just missed outside.
Runner at second was certainly looking to go to third on that one.
He's trying to get one that he can put down that right side and see if Lebanon can't.
Now the first baseman for Lebanon is waiting for that bunt as he is very much in the grass. This is going to be a bunt, and it's going to be foul, making our count 1-1. That first pitch by Ziegenbein appeared to be a strike. It certainly was closer than some of the others we've seen.
There's the senior Austin Garrison getting warming up in the Lebanon bullpen, just in case.
Garrison, 1 inning of work so far in the season, as he had 2 runs, 2 earned runs. This is going to be a hard grounder to second, unfortunately not fielded, and that's going to get us our 5-4 game.
So Angel pulls back the bunt and then slaps a ground ball past Myers at second base, and Hilton comes around to score the go-ahead run.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 2.
First time that the Willard offense has scored since the second inning, and first time that they've had hits by someone other than Rakestraw.
It would have been a difficult field by Myers at second base. So we can't fault him on that. Not an error by any means.
Obviously, when you get a team that's talented as Willard is, that second or that third time through the lineup the Ziegenbein's facing these guys, they probably got a pretty good idea of what they're going to see. But that one is
absolutely
popped up into foul territory. Milliken under it and will make the catch for out number 1.
Of course, the double play ball here is certainly on the minds of the Yellow Jacket infielders.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 10, Hayden Rickstrom.
First out recorded of the inning on Drew Quinlan. Now it'll be Hayden Rakestraw, the left fielder, who has 2 hits. That wind still blowing straight away to left.
Ziegenbein now facing 5, 6, and 7 in the Willard Tigers lineup as he's stealing the throw by Smith is not in time as he is safe on the steal. Certainly a bang-bang play. Looked like it could have gone either way. Not a bad throw by Gavin, but unfortunately the base runner there just a little bit faster than the throw.
Good pop time there from Smith, but a ball that bounced to the shortstop there.
Well, now if you're Ziegenbein, you're a little frustrated. The double play ball not in play, so now you got to focus at the batter at the plate, which is number 10, Hayden Rakestraw. 0-1 count, 1 out. Ziegenbein giving a hard look at second as he throws. It's going to be popped up again to the third baseman as Milliken, about the same spot that he got the first one, and a much-needed out, too, for the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. And now Ziegenbein can breathe a little easier as he focuses at the hitter at the place, the hitter at the plate, right fielder, number 33, Cameron Jennings.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 33, Cameron Jennings.
For Lebanon in the bottom of the 7th, it will be Milliken, Cromer, and Honey. So 2, 3, and 4 up to bat for the Yellow Jackets.
Cromer's got 2 base hits, I believe, so far, correct?
Yeah.
So that'll be good. Hoyt Honey, a hot bat as well. This one is going to be a slow off-speed pitch for ball 1.
Top of the 7th from the beautiful Ole Scott Field as we start to approach the 7 o'clock hour.
It's a beautiful night for baseball here at Ole Scott. Glad you're joining us here on Jacket Nation Sports. Roger Shear here alongside Alex Boyer as
Cameron Jennings calls for time.
Who's that? Is that Hilton on second?
Or
Angel?
That's Angel.
Angel on second.
Angel drove in.
He is playing with Ziegenbein. That has been kind of a routine as he is way off. He's going to not steal, but he is.
Get this. Hit by pitch for the 4th time for Cameron Jennings.
I was watching the runner at second, and unfortunately another hit pitch. The good news is you had first base open, so not the end of the world if you're Lebanon. You have now first and second with 2 outs, and up to bat now we have the designated hitter, Colin Spearing.
So the 4th time that Cameron Jennings has reached on a hit by pitch.
Pitch hitting for the Tigers, number 12, Jackson Pitts.
Jackson Pitts coming in as the pinch hitter. Thank you, Shane Edson, for that call. As Colin has taken a seat, Jackson up to bat against Ziegenbein. Certainly they're up by 1 run. If you're the Willard Tigers, you wouldn't mind another insurance run or 2 going into the bottom of the 7th and facing arguably the top part of the lineup at 2, 3, and 4 with Milliken, Cromer, and Honey coming up.
First and second, 2 outs.
Win or lose, this is one of those games. If you're Weatherman, Coach Weatherman, and this Lebanon team, you could go back and be really, really proud of the way you guys played against one of the, if not the, top team in Class 5 baseball. As this one is, again, almost a hit by pitch, and again by Willard, not worried about getting out of the way of the baseball.
Yeah, you get some room as the hitter to kind of stand your ground.
Granted, that was closer to the back, but nonetheless, it's 1-0 count here, 2 outs for Ziegenbein. He would love nothing more than to get out of this inning as here's the throw. It is inside, and we're now 2-0. I'm glad that I preach on Sundays because I don't think I would make a great umpire. Some of these calls very, very, very close, but that's baseball.
Yeah, that's it.
And this one, that one he couldn't have got out of the way. That one.
And now Ziegenbein has kind of lost it. Second hit by pitch, back to back, and
they're now loading the bases. The good news is from that, still, you do not have a run from that outside of the first run. So still 5-4. Lebanon still conceivably have an opportunity here to get out of the inning with only slight damage.
the 8th hitter to be hit by a pitch for the Willard Tigers.
And then how many has Lebanon had? Let's do the math.
I knew Gavin got one. I think Gavin's the only one who got hit by a pitch.
So nine hit batters so far this game. Somebody call Guinness. And here's the pitch. It's going to be slapped out to right field. It's going to be a close. Oh, and it drops. Unfortunately, drops.
Throw home to Smith is not in time. So 2 runs come across on the bloop to right field by Gayer, and he drives in 2.
That is how close the game of baseball can be, just a few inches from being able to catch that, and we are going into the bottom of the 7th. Unfortunately, still 2 outs and now a 3-run inning with men at first and third. Willard have a chance now to potentially break this game open.
7-4 Tigers over the Yellow Jackets. So Lebanon will have to get their rally caps on in the bottom of the 7th.
There for Myers, you couldn't have played the ball any better. And Hoyt Honey in the right field getting up there, it's just one of those where sometimes it drops where it drops. Ziegenbein staying in the game. As he looks at third, here's the pitch, and it's going to be strike 1.
Smith will concede second base there on the catcher's indifference.
Even with this 3-run inning, still great work by Ziegenbein as he is 6 2/3 or 5 2/3 innings.
Got to wonder how close they were to maybe pulling him there after the 2 hit batters in a row.
Thought about it, kept him in. This one is going to be outside off-speed pitch again for Ziegenbein. Makes you wonder as well, when you do throw an off-speed pitch, and as well as Ziegenbein does, and with great location, at some point the Willard batters are going to guess the timing of that, and eventually they're going to start taking advantage of that. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a foul ball over to the right field side as it's still 1-2. 3-run game going into the bottom of the 7th, but you're not throwing in the white flag if you're Lebanon, as they're banking on a hot bottom of the 7th. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes from Ziegenbein, and it's going to be another foul ball.
That one almost hits a fan in the stands.
Just past the batter's cage. Again, first and third, 2 outs, 1-2 count. As Ziegenbein, I'm sorry, second and third. Here's the pitch. And this one inside.
See, Denver Bates will.
He checked his swing.
Can he not ask for the appeal?
Well, every Lebanon coach is, I believe.
Okay, there you go, Denver. I think he might have been sleeping.
Coach Weatherman was about to dislocate his arm trying to point to the second, the umpire at second.
Alex Weatherman is in disbelief.
Listen, third time's a charm. As Kevin Stubblefield just said, the coaching staff is quite unhappy today. I think that's the understatement of the century.
Isaac Arthur is in the on-deck circle. The pitching coach for Lebanon might need to scoot back just a tad bit.
I don't know if they do technical fouls in baseball, but we may be shooting free throws if you're Willard here in a little bit. As the 2-2 count, 2 outs, here's Ziegenbein, the pitch, and it is a swing and a miss, a whiff from Willard. You needed that if you're Lebanon. 7-4 going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Let's see what the Yellow Jackets can do.
Here at Jonesy's Travel Center, we're more than just a pit stop. We're a destination. Fuel up your car and your appetite with our exclusive offers. Teachers and students, show your student or faculty ID and enjoy a 5-cent discount on gas every day. Hungry? Don't miss out on our mouth-watering daily specials at the restaurant. Need a space to meet? Our meeting room has got you covered. From fueling your car to fueling your day, Jonesy's Travel Center has it all. Come experience it for yourself.
Hey, my name is Roger. I'm the middle school pastor over here at FBC Lebanon. Are you looking for an environment for your middle schooler or high schooler that is both engaging and fun? At Team FBC students, we offer an experience for 6th through 12th grade that is sure to be the highlight of their week. With 2 separate environments for both middle school and high school, students are able to receive a Jesus-centered message that is specifically catered to where they are at in life. So again, we are Team FBC. We're located at 311 North Madison in Lebanon. We're the church with the castle. Our services begin every single Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. and include music from our student-led band, fun games and activities, and a gospel message. We can't wait to see you this week at Wednesday night at Team FBC Students.
Pillar Insurance is your locally owned independent insurance agency, providing business, personal, and farm insurance to the Lebanon community. Call Jason Russell or Gary McClure at 417-532-6050 for your insurance needs. Pillar wishes Lebanon High School athletics good luck this season.
Back here on the campus of Lebanon High School at Ole Scott Field, Lebanon will need to put on their rally caps, down 7-4 against state-ranked Willard, as Cole Milliken will begin the bottom of the seventh inning as the leadoff man.
Nonetheless, if you're Lebanon, again, coming in here with a 10-1 overall ranking, or 10-1 overall record and a 2-0 Ozark Conference record, being able to play Willard, who is dominant this far into the game, has certainly a victory regardless if you're Coach Weatherman, but you would like the actual victory to go along with that. So we'll see what they can do.
You know that he's not going to say there's no moral victories.
There's no moral victories in baseball. Listen, I did speech and debate. I had some moral victories when I debated. But nonetheless, you would like to see the victory here, as here is the pitch, and it's going to be down the middle for strike one. And
regardless of what happens in this game, Roger, you can't fault the effort of this entire Lebanon team or Josh Ziegenbein in particular. You know, fans will look at that seventh inning and say that he gave up 3, but he also was the only reason that the Jackets were able to stay in this game.
I don't know if you have a sponsored MVP. I don't know, like Team FBC. I'm saying this on the air. I don't know if we throw in a few extra dollars, if we could get the Team FBC baseball MVP of the game. If so, Josh Ziegenbein is our Team FBC MVP of the game. Hey. By the way, 8, 9:30, and 11. Come see us on Easter Sunday at Team FBC. There's my plug-in for the game.
We actually played your commercial on the
I had to wait till the bottom of the 7th to make my Easter plug-in. So, Lebanon High School against Willard High School, 7-4. It has been as good as advertised as the two powerhouse baseball teams. 1-2 pitch, here it is, and it is a swing and a miss for the first out of the inning for the Willard Tigers.
So Cole Milliken goes down swinging on a pitch at his eyes, and it will bring up Chance Cromer, who, if Lebanon were to win this game, he would be giving Ziegenbein a run for his money as the FBC MVP of the game.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I already called it, so I can't go back on that. Nonetheless, I would agree with that. Him getting on base right now is huge. As here's the pitch outside for ball one. And Cromer, one that, again, we said probably is going to be playing after his senior year of high school, probably going to get some college years, just like his brother over at Mission University.
Yes.
I got to get that right. I'm so used to Baptist Bible College. Strike one. 1-1 count, 1 out.
Cromer, a 400 average with 12 hits, 3 doubles on the year, and 2 triples. So this Jackets team, they like to take that extra base.
He's got a great bat, but arguably maybe even a better glove out there in the infield. And that's something that when you get to the college level is very important. As here's the 2-1 pitch, and it is going to be a ground ball up the middle, and got him.
Nice play there by the Willard shortstop.
Great play by the shortstop. It was a good hit. It bounced off the pitcher's mound, I believe, and unfortunately an unlucky bounce for Cromer as it went right into the glove of the shortstop. Perfect throw by the shortstop and a good snag by the first baseman, leading us to 2 outs, and the last chance for the Lebanon Yellow Jackets falls on number 1, Hoyt Honey.
Angel's been a really fun player to watch for Willard. He had the big hit there in the top of the 7th to give him the 5-4 lead, and that great play with the glove. 0-1 count now to Honey after he takes strike 1.
Another Springfield area player that you'll certainly want to keep your eye on when it comes to baseball after high school. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it is again strike 2, as now Hoyt Honey has watched 2 of them, both of them on the corner, but nonetheless it is an 0-2 count, as we are down to potentially our final strike of the game for the Lebanon Yellow Jackets.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. It is a slider that is outside for ball one. Good discipline there by Honey to not just...
Very tempted to swing at that one, but he did not. So 1-2 count.
We will have more coverage of Jack Nation Sports on Monday afternoon when Lebanon faces off against Hollister right here at Ole Scott Field. But the 1-2 pitch to Honey is swung on and fouled off.
Hollister, how big is Hollister? It's pretty small, isn't it?
Yes.
The only Hollister I've been in was the one at Battlefield Mall. I think they shut down.
I knew that was coming.
It's low-hanging fruit. It's as easy as it gets.
Lebanon defeated Hollister already once this season, 12-1.
7-4. We are now down to potentially the final strike of the game as Hoyt Honey is in the batter's box. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be another foul ball outside the right field gate. And we are still alive here in Lebanon.
Lebanon got the lights turned on. They'll play a JV game after
I saw
this.
Coach Christian run in here. I thought I said something I shouldn't have said. Thankfully, he was going for the light switch. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's going to be just foul, just missed by the first baseman as we are again back to a 1-2 count.
Do want to thank our primary sponsors, Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, Results Advertising, Shadle's Colonial Chapel, Mercy Hospital Lebanon, Missouri Cooperage of Lebanon, and Jonesy's Travel Center.
As Hoyt Honey will see yet another pitch in this at-bat as he is staying alive. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be, you guessed it, another foul. This one chopped to the left third base side, and it looks like maybe Honey got a piece of his leg, but he's going to stand in there as he shakes it off. When you're the last strike of the game, you're going to be as tough as you can.
The 1-2 pitch by Cameron Jennings to Hoyt Honey is about to.
Jennings steps off the mound, stretches a little bit. And here again, the 1-2 pitch by Jennings to Hoyt Honey is a strike three swinging.
So Willard keeps their undefeated season alive, going to 8-0. Lebanon drops to 10-2. The final score from Ole Scott Field. Willard 7, Lebanon 4. We'll be back with more on the Jack and Nation Sports postgame show right after this.
Here at Crow Paint and Glass, we have had hometown values and service since 1946. For the highest quality paint, custom framing, glass and screen replacement, wallpaper, and more, come visit us at 390 West Elm Street in Lebanon or give us a call at 417-532-3551. We are a proud sponsor of Lebanon High School athletics. Go Jackets!
This is Steve with Night Auction Service. When things change in life, you have a choice: adapt or get passed by. For Night Auction, that change was going to online auctions. Bid from the convenience of your chair. Marketing is no longer to a couple of counties. It's now nationwide. Crowds are up threefold, equaling better results. Whether buying or selling, check out nightauctionservice.com.
Whether you need a routine maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit, we are available to handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. We continually strive to exceed expectations by ensuring that each client receives the very best service. Call today at 417-532-6239 and go Jackets!
If you're looking for a new home, an investment property, or to explore the area, Century 21 will help you find exactly what you're looking for. Since 1971, Century 21 Real Estate has set the standard in the real estate business. So when it comes to your home, never settle. Move with the relentless agents of the Century 21 brand on your side. Century 21 is a proud sponsor of Jacket Nation Sports and Lebanon High School athletics.
Do you like comic books, toys, video games, and collectibles? Massey's Comics has what you need. The locally owned comic shop has a wide variety of new and vintage collectibles, with new books coming out every Wednesday. Massey's Comics is located at 727 South Jefferson Avenue in the King Cash Savers Shopping Center. For more information, check them out on Facebook and Instagram at Massey's Comics.
With locations in Bennett Spring, Springfield, Republic, Bolivar, and now Nixa, SnowBiz is the perfect sweet treat to beat the summer heat. SnowBiz offers authentic Hawaiian-style shave ice with 50-plus true-to-life, unbeatable flavors. While most stands are seasonal, they now offer a year-round location at their SnowBiz Plus shop inside 14 Mill Market in Nixa, Missouri, as they proudly serve their classic shave ice treats and Ice Cream Factory's delicious ice cream and so much more. Swing on by to check them out soon. Go Jackets!
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, but they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
Garner & Smith Insurance in Lebanon wants you to know that they're your local source for all your insurance needs and available in person, by phone, or virtually to answer any health insurance questions. Call today to schedule a free, no-obligation benefit review at 417-532-9491. Now's the right time to evaluate your current coverage and strengthen it. Make sure that you have the plan you need with the benefits you really want. Garner & Smith Insurance across the street from Lebanon High School, supporting the Yellow Jackets and the community since 1976.
Head coach Alex Weatherman joins us on the Jack and Nation Sports postgame show after a 7-4 loss to Willard. Coach, I know you're going to say that there's no moral victories in baseball, but your team went toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in all of Missouri today. So what can you say about their effort?
Oh, I'm thrilled. Our kids battled. They chipped away. Like I was just saying, championship clubs are made of those who bad things happen and we face adversity, tying up the ball game. We gave ourselves a shot to win. I firmly believed we were going to win up until that last part, and whenever we made the last out, it was over. And I just told our kids, keep their heads up high. They played a phenomenal game today. If we can just limit one bad inning, we walk away with a win over one of the best teams in the state.
You don't see a lot of catchers that can give Gavin Smith a run for his money, but Rowden Lejeune made a couple of amazing throws to get you guys out on the base paths, and that's kind of your guys' MO as far as when it comes to scoring runs. So whenever you didn't have those runners in scoring position because of Lejeune, that says a lot about his game.
Absolutely. What a phenomenal game for him behind the plate today. Kudos to their pitchers as well. It seemed like every time that we got a good jump, they just put the ball in the right spot. It was just one of those days where we're aggressive. We're not going to get away from being aggressive. They do the same kind of momentum leads that we do, and they just got us there today. And it happens. I wasn't disappointed with anybody's jumps or anything like that. Our kids battled really well.
Not a lot of situations that you can't put Josh Ziegenbein in and not feel extremely comfortable about. What a job by your senior leader today.
Yeah, absolutely. Zig is a bulldog on the mound. He wanted the ball. Went out there and just did a great job creating weak contact defensively. We played solid behind him today. We were really, really proud of him. He gave us a phenomenal shot to win that game. Wish we could have pulled it off for him, but they ended it on just a baseball play. He has nothing to hang his head about. What a phenomenal job by Zig today to prove that he can go toe-to-toe with the best around.
Your fourth game this week. I'm sure you're excited to go home and get some rest, but you got more work to do next week against Hollister and Camden on Tuesday as well.
Yeah, we absolutely love baseball. Those two are at the very beginning are going to be tough. I'm going to miss the spring break schedule, but time to go back to school, I guess. We're excited for it. We're excited to be competed against again this next week. Get some good looks from solid teams, and just see what the week brings. But I think our kids understand how well of a job they did today, and they come out better from this game.
No doubt. Coach, appreciate your time as always. Best of luck on Monday.
Absolutely. Thanks, sir.
That was head coach Alex Weatherman after a tough 7-4 loss against the state-ranked Willard Tigers. Lebanon will take the rest of the weekend off and then be back in action on Monday afternoon here at Ole Scott Field at 4:30 against the Hollister Tigers. We'll have a live broadcast on our Jack and Nation Sports YouTube page. For Alex Boyer, my color commentator Roger Shear, and my cameraman Levi Collins, good night from Ole Scott Field.